There we go. You can hear me now. Okay. And I'm going live here to, where is my plug? There we go. Yay. Yay. We're doing it. We're doing it. Hi. Welcome in, gamers. Sorry for the later start time. I did my members only live today for the YouTube members. And then I had to finish the edit for tomorrow. And I also, unfortunately, had to brave the mall today. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend braving the mall the Monday before Christmas. Not ideal. Sorry for the later start time. Oh, also, so you guys know, I will probably be live Christmas Eve. I will probably not be live Christmas Day, which I'm sure you will all be fine with. You guys were probably like, I don't care about Swell's Christmas Day live. Because as I've said, I have been guilt-tripped into joining family for Christmas. I have no choice. So, is what it is. Unless it's raining, which it's supposed to rain. If the storm is really bad and the freeways get flooded, I will be here. We will be live on Christmas. It is all dependent on whether or not I can drive to Orange County or not. Ah, voice. Yes, hi. Also, I went to the store yesterday in case I got reined in, obviously. So I had to go buy a couple of things because I was trying to stretch my groceries. And I bought more Ann's mac and cheese. Like, just one more box. Because I do have another box of the cheddar, but I bought white cheddar with the shells. I love the shells. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. But yeah, we talked for a while. We did our stream earlier. Video's ready to go. If you're a member, you get it now. I went to my first PWHL game on Friday. I love how much more affordable it is compared to the NHL games. Yup. Thank you for liking the live, Moon. Welcome. Hermes. Why are you barking at me? He's barking at me. Hello. But yeah, I thought about playing Dredge again tonight. I don't know if I want to play Dredge tonight. So I figured we'd watch vids. But we shall figure it out. Also, is there a new Twitch promo going on right now? Because why is my stream unstable? There's no reason. I tried to run a new sub promo for like at the end of the year in case you wanted to gift subs. And it's not letting me do that. And I'm assuming there's a different promo happening. Having a chill time, nice. But the New York team is in New Jersey, go figure. Hey, Girly Pup. Hi. That you're a Bulbasaur fan too. Venusaur is my absolute fave Pokemon. See, I love Bulbasaur specifically. But I love all the evolutions. But, let's see. Bulbasaur is great. They are. Okay, let's see. It's very funny when I log into one of my other... So I have 3 main YouTube accounts, okay? Swell, Girly Pop Go, and obviously the streaming channel. It's always interesting to see what happens when it's logged in on one of the other accounts. Would your team be? No. Not playing that. Hi. This is mac and cheese. This is not for you. Your food's downstairs. Hermes is like staring at me. Is that too nerdy for you? No. It's not too nerdy. I've just gotten in trouble with Pokemon related things previously. It's the smoke I don't want. I don't want that smoke. Same way I don't fuck around with Star Wars stuff anymore publicly. It's not too nerdy. It's that I don't want to deal with the backlash. These commercials are killing me. How does anyone hang out on Twitch without paying for the membership? Payday is so close but so far away. If you have Prime, if someone wants to explain Prime to Phoenix, that is the option. You do get a free sub that way. Ads pay for the stream so I can justify streaming for several hours at a time. Oh, that's rude of people. Yeah. I just like the same way, like I love Star Wars. I just don't talk about it publicly because I don't like getting death threats over talking about the laser sword media. I just don't want to deal with it. Jar Jar Binks is a sweetheart and I love him. I ban you right now. There's no wrong answers until you give one of the community deems the worst answer, LMAO. Yeah, no, I just don't deal with it. Like I as a lifelong nerd and a lifelong fangirl, there's just shit that I've decided I don't want to deal with. Hello, hi. Is not worth death threats, so fair. Yeah. Where are the hot guys? They're not here. I don't know. I have no idea where the hot guys are, frankly. Hermes is a hot boy. um, I have no idea, dude. They're all on heated rivalry, apparently. Oh, I've been getting shown so many hockey podcast videos, guys, of like hockey podcasts I've never heard of before for some of them. And they're engaging with heated rivalry like so earnestly. It's very cool. It's very fun to see. Any events you're going to next? I'm going to be working with a Formula E team for the Mexico E Prix next month, which I'm very excited about. Do you believe the lore that Jar Jar Binks is a secret Sith Lord? I think it's a fun theory. I don't believe it, mainly because I don't want it to be true. Tamagotchis, they have a chill fan base. There you go. Love your videos too. Thank you. What's your favorite characteristic about yourself and why? My ability to adapt. I'm very adaptable. I do like that despite it all, I have maintained my whimsy, even though sometimes it doesn't seem like it to y'all. I do still look on the bright side. I do still look for good in people. You know, I do still seek joy in every day, despite the horrors persisting. You know, I do admire that about myself. He's absolutely not. Leave my baby alone. Riley's gonna fight you, Winter. My two separate chats are having fights. It's my problem that I have subbed. Don't be poor. Phoenix, if you have an Amazon account, you do get a free Prime sub. That's what the Prime subs are. I don't know if you have one, but that is an option if you want a free sub. That's like included in something you're already paying for if you have that. Hello. Hi. Even in your negative criticism, you still try to be constructive and positive about it. LOL. Thank you. I really do try and be helpful because my whole thing, it's like, I really do, I hate wasted potential. And I really do think everything can be better, but you have to want it to be better. You know what I'm saying? Someone asked me the other day, like, what makes a good event? And I had to explain what makes a bad event in the same breath, because it's usually the same problem. This is usually where most things fall apart. Like, security is another issue, okay? But it's usually the people putting on an event either have no idea who their ideal attendee is, or they've lost sight of their ideal attendee. And I would say this has happened with Twitch and VidCon. VidCon especially, they've lost sight of their ideal attendee. But usually, like, the moment I talk to someone for consulting and they're like, and I'm like, okay, who is your like ideal attendee? Who should be buying a ticket to your event? They're like, anyone can come. And I'm like, sure. But like, who do you want walking? Who is the person that you want walking in the door? Like, what is who are you building, who is the type of person you're building it around? I would say that the furry conventions, furry events, have that mostly figured out. We are here for furries. We know our average attendee needs X amount of space. It needs to be cold in here because of the fursuits. They need to have X amount of things. Like there's, that helps so many other things. Hermes, my dinner is my dinner. Your dinner is your dinner. And yours is downstairs. He's giving me the most dead-eyed look right now. Hi, I love you. I'm trying to talk to people. Just like people, you can't make events change. Events need to want to change. LOL. Yeah, exactly. Making it better costs money. It gets in the way of cash grabs. Costs money, it gets in the way of cash grabs. Yeah, no, but again, that's why I do so much of my content. Like, if you, like, if the what are we doing? What are we doing? He's just barking at me. I'm Hermes' lawyer and he has a right to a cheesy noodle. I can't, just because schnauzers are very prone to high cholesterol. So I literally can't. Because if anything happens to him, I'm going to become a public health concern. So I really can't. The Snoopy plush. So I have two. This is from 2024's Las Vegas Grand Prix. To Twitch, this one. And then there's one up higher. Oh, no, sorry. This one right here. Oh, wait. I'm trying to show you the one that you can't see. This one is from this year's Las Vegas Grand Prix. It's the F1 ones for their Peanuts collab. Like the video of Natasha Video belting 6'7". Water station on every corner. Yeah, like so many issues come down to accessibility. Like so many issues, like just the very basic legal requirements of events, the amount that I go to that just don't even have that. And it's like, if you're putting, thank you for like standing up. You're adorable. Like he does this thing where he defaults to sit. Cause like that used to work when he was in training. No, I'll give you exactly one little clump of shells. I don't even think you like white cheddar. Like, I don't think you'll like it. Hi. Okay, no more. They're so cute. Thank you. You're welcome. He wins. He did win. Will Hermes get a sibling? I'm not getting any more dogs until I can afford a house, which is not happening tomorrow. So, no. Hermes also doesn't like a lot of dogs, so it would be a very slow process, which is why I would need space to keep them separated for a long time. And I would probably need help. One of my goals in the future is making it so Hermes doesn't have to go to boarding, and I can have someone that comes and stays in my apartment and also watches him and like house sits and watches Hermes, because I really don't like leaving my apartment empty for as long as I do from times, just as like a safety and security. Like I trust my building security, but it's, you never know. I like, especially with like we're getting crazy rain, you know, I would like to have someone that's like watering my plants and things like that. Welcome in. Hello. Sounds good. I may do that too. Yeah, it just sounded good tonight. Chad, I'm on a 6-7 watch streak. Please don't. Thank you for following, Jis. Hi. I know you do TikTok. OMD. Yes, I do. Hi. Schnauzers are like that. They love being only children. Yeah. I mean, we had a Schnauzer when I was a kid. Princess. Yes, her name was Princess. We adopted her. She was a family member's dog. And she got along with Priscilla. God, we really had bougie dog names. Hermes is the first boy dog I've ever had. I've only ever had girl dogs. I truly got a boy. I just saw his face online and I was like, oh God, I need him. I've only ever had girl dogs. We had Princess and Priscilla. And Priscilla was a Sheltie. Also, a bougie looking dog. It's so funny. And so like they got along really well, but she was also much older, so she was much mellower. Cause she passed when I was in 4th grade. Yeah, 4th or 5th grade, I think. So that might be why. He's 4 going on 87 though. Sometimes you never know. Another Schnauzer or a different breed. I would really like to get a bulldog breed, either French bulldog or an English bulldog. I really like how bulldogs look. I like that they're always stanced up. But Hermes hates French bulldogs, like all French bulldogs, which I have found out, apparently that's very common, that French bulldogs are very upsetting to a lot of breeds of dogs because their shape, their like natural shape for French bulldogs looks like a dog that's ready to fight. Like they're kind of leaned forward more, their ears are up, and they don't have a tail to wag. So a lot of French bulldogs look like they're ready to attack, and so Hermes hates them. A regular bulldog, though, I haven't seen him interact with yet. Maybe at boarding, he eventually will get a regular English bulldog coming through, but I love English bulldogs. I think they're so cute. Get pet insurance, yes. I love your jumper. Thank you. It's honestly, let me show you guys. I wore this a week or so ago, and I wore it again today because I had to go holiday shopping, and I was like, this is festive. But also, it's like the perfect length. Let me see, what size is this actually? Chat, can you see it? It's from J. Crew. I think, can anyone see that? I think it's a medium. Does this tell me? But it's 49% merino wool, and then it's a little bit polyamide and lamb's wool. I think it's a medium. But I love it. It's the perfect length. Like, it's got long sleeves, but it crops perfectly, and it's loose. You know, it's loose. It's got like this loose neck. It's like the perfect, this is like my ideal sweater fit, because everything is either really oversized or really tight right now, and I hate it. But this is perfect. I got this last year, and also it's probably one of the reasons that I am on a no-buy year. It's really perfect, and it's really comfy. Merino wool is very comfortable, and the fact that it is mixed with a poly blend, I do think is good, because that also helps with the comfortability. But you know, it lasts really well. It's a little felted, but nothing crazy. I only dry clean it. But it lasts for a very long time. I love it. It's from J. Crew, if anyone's wondering. With 2 pugs, and now I have a shepherd mix. I feel like a pug might be too small for Hermes. Hermes is a psycho. Like, I do think that the next dog I get will have to be a bigger dog, like at least slightly, because I do think Hermes will try and treat any small puppy as a chew toy. You know, which I will not allow him to do, but I would like him to know he doesn't have a chance. Because he also goes after Rosie. Rosie looks like a baby bear. Rosie is my dad's dog. He adopted her. Well, technically it was my dad and Lisa's dog, but she was Lisa's dog. Lisa passed away. My dad took her in. My dad's dog, Rosie. Okay. She is a super mutt. Like, she's like a mix of like 6 or 7 different dogs, to the point that she looks like a perpetual puppy, but she's huge. I call her like a big bear. Okay. Hermes will go at her no problem, which is one of the reasons he's not allowed to go and stay with my dad when I'm traveling, because he will antagonize Rosie. She's a trained service dog. She is trained not to react. It is not fair to her to deal with my psycho. Therefore, we do not let Hermes spend time with Rosie, because he can't calm the fuck down, okay? He's very territorial with me and my father. It's a problem. We're working on it. It's not getting better. Beagle, always a good choice, or a Jack Russell Terrier. We had a Cairn Terrier, like a little Toto, for most of my life as well. Ava. God, we had Ava. We had Scarlet. God, we had either starlet dog names or bougie names. Wow. And now I have Hermes, after a Greek god. Wow. Pretentious Olympics over here. Okay. They're lovely dogs. I grew up with 2 pugs. Great personalities. I do wish they weren't so overbred, but my boys lived a long, happy life. That's my concern with a lot of French bulldogs as well, as a lot of them are really overbred. Beagles have so much energy, and they're so loud. I had a beagle. Hermes barks like a fire alarm. I think it'd be fine. Hear me out, Boston Terrier. You get your smoosh face, and they're usually a bit healthier. Okay. We're live on TikTok for. Is this new? I do it from time to time. For Postmas, I've been doing it a lot more, because this is the only way that TikTok will show my account to people that don't follow me. So, Bostons are also quiet. I do think a quieter dog would be funny, because you've got Hermes that barks at the wind, and then you've got a quieter dog, like a dog that like maybe doesn't like barking at all. But the reality is like, Hermes grew up in an apartment, you know, so it's one thing. I don't like the idea of bringing another dog into this apartment. I have space, so like it wouldn't be a problem. Thank you so much for following, Flowers. Welcome in. I would like to have a yard. Like, I really don't want to expand the family until I have a yard. So I'm going back and forth. It depends on how much they try and raise my rent in the next year. We'll see. Thank you, Batboy, for following. Love my street cat. Hermes, aka the Greek god Lin-Manuel Miranda. Listen, I've had him longer than Lin-Manuel Miranda was cast as Hermes. Oh God, that just made me realize, I never even thought of that possibility, that people are going to think I named him Hermes after specifically Lin-Manuel Miranda's Hermes. Oh God, I never even considered that reality. Oh God, Marmalade, thank you for they're liking the live. Greyhounds or Whippets or Italian Greyhounds make me nervous because I'd be so worried they'd hurt their skinny legs. But dogs are awesome. Yeah. Hi, Hermes. Hello. It's so interesting to see what's going around at this time of year. I like to say it's Discourse December here on TikTok specifically. Everyone's just looking for something. Like the current discourse, I'm not weighing in on this. So I'm gonna tell you guys what's going on, but I am not giving my opinion on this because I am not someone that should give her opinion on this. Okay? I want to make that abundantly clear. Okay? There is adoption discourse, closed adoption discourse on TikTok right now. I'm not making a video on this because it is not one that I think would go over well, and it's not one that I feel comfortable giving an opinion on. Okay? Basically, it started with a woman making a video saying that if in the in the reality, if there is a possibility of Roe v. Wade, like Roe v. Wade has been overturned, if people lose access to abortion, then your options of give the baby up for adoption and you choose closed adoption, I don't think the kid should be able to come later and try and find you. Like, you're taking away the one choice I had, basically, was how the video started, okay? There's more to it, obviously. And then adoptees who either went and found their closed adoption birth parents or didn't have now been weighing in. And it's been a lot of back and forth. It is radioactive discourse. That's how I define this, you know. I've not talked about it publicly because I am not a mother. I have never had to make the decision to give up a child for adoption. I've never adopted a child, you know. So I am not someone to weigh in on this. There are times that I need to see myself out of a discourse. I am not weighing in. Do I have an opinion? Yes. Is it one that I'm going to publicly post? No. I want my mac and cheese to be ready. Is it better or worse than people thinking he's named after the brand? Well, I mean, that's my favorite is when they correct me on his name. You mean Hermes? And I'm like, no, I know what I named my dog. Thoughts on the Logan Paul fight? You mean the Jake Paul fight? Did Logan fight? I'm glad someone finally broke Jake's jaw. If they gave up the kid, they did it for a reason. I mean, who are we to overtalk someone who's actually in the situation, you know? Exactly. I did see a couple of people as someone, so I am not adopted. Okay. I do have friends that are adopted. Some have gone to go find their families, from their birth families, and some have actively made the decision of being like, the adoption isn't even closed. They're just like, I don't give a shit. Like, I don't want to know who these people are. And so some of them have had really good outcomes with finding their birth families. Some of them have had horrible outcomes. So I come from the side of things of like, you know, you really don't know what other people, you know, how they can react to you wanting to find that information, you know. My only comment would be like, prepare yourself for the worst case scenario if you are an adoptee and you are wanting to find your birth parents. That would be my only suggestion, you know. I've never heard a good story of an adopted kid trying to find their family. I've heard... No, I'm not going to share that. Sorry, not my place to share. I'm not going to share it. I've heard so far are so valid. Yeah, I'm just like, I'm not engaging. I've had some people tag me in some of these videos, like, I love your thoughts. And I'm like, no. You know, I'm not. So yeah. I do think that a lot of the response to the adoptees has been extremely harsh. I did see someone refer to adoptees trying to find their birth parents as stalkers. What? That's, as someone that has dealt with stalkers, I do think that's a very different thing. If they are told, you know, I don't want to know you, I do not want to get in contact with you, that's OMG, it's you. Is it? No. Like if they after they make contact, they are told you need to stay away from me, but they keep trying to force the relationship, that's a different discussion, you know. But to just say that them trying to find their birth parents is stalking, I don't think that's fair. His jaw's wired shut right now. It legit broke. Oh, it broke in two places, Phoenix. I saw the X-ray. It's like right here and like back here. It's he's wired shut still for a couple more days. Whoa, that's extreme. Yeah. Damn. Thank you for sharing the live, Alex. Ending in attraction a lot. Ooh, that does scare me. Only getting hate. Yeah, I agree. That fight then. Hi, bestie. Hello. I will not get pregnant again. After the first, I don't know. The world is as populated as it is. So we will adopt, and these are all good things to know. We plan on telling them in an age-appropriate way as soon as possible. Yeah, I mean, from the time I had I think this is a good example. When was growing up, and I had a language tutor, not a language tutor, my dyslexia tutor. Her son was adopted. They had tried, they couldn't. They adopted a child, and he was, I think by the time I stopped going to class with her, he was 6. And he would just be like, yeah, I'm adopted. Like, he would just like say it because they decided that from the jump they always wanted to tell him, even before he could understand what it meant, just so that it was like, you know, when he was ready to ask more questions, it wasn't like a shock, you know, which I don't know how that turned out. Obviously, I haven't seen this woman in over a decade, you know, but you know, it made it like less of a daunting thing, I think, in their house, which I do think might be good. V1, you're lucky that's not your only message, because I did for a moment think about banning you, blocking you for coming to my chat and saying 6'7". I understand just wanting to know what they look like. I think adoptees understand that having a relationship is unrealistic, but wanting pictures or medical history, yeah. Who are you talking about? We're talking about the discourse on TikTok right now about adoptees wanting to find their birth parents in a closed adoption. I'm not touching the topic with a 10-foot pole, but I wanted to explain the discourse that is currently unfolding. They are adopted seems crazy to me, but I don't know, obviously, yeah. Like that, I'll never forget the scene in Friends where Monica and Chandler are thinking about adopting, okay? And they are talking with another couple who have an adopted child, and Chandler is like talking with the kid, and he's like, oh, he's like very normal. And he's like, yeah, your parents are telling me all about how they adopted you. And he's like, I'm adopted. The worst fucking nightmare. I do think that'd be a problem for me. And that's I think the concept of like, I don't know how I feel about keeping it secret, you know. You make great content, by the way, thank you. That like, I do think that my social awkwardness, I do think I would be the one to slip. Gave up my cousin and then he died, so I never met her. It's weird to think you have missing family somewhere. I mean, I know I have missing family somewhere technically, not for family that was given up for adoption, but like family that like there was falling outs before I was even born. So I am like literally not allowed to meet those people. Like if I could meet them one day, but like who knows, you know. Hi Hermes, stop trying to eat my mac. He's like, what are you huffing at? He's huffing at the light. I know some family I wish was missing. My grandma gave her first son up for adoption. Fortunately, we were reconnected before she passed. We all have those family members. It's in reference to a video that lives rent-free in my brain. Your local cryptid. Before being born, I wish I could meet them, TBH. I have met one of them. I told the story on stream before. I'm not going to go into it again. You'll have to read about it in a book. But I was assigned to go and go to an event that the estranged family member was putting on, because the rest of the family was convinced that she was going to be talking about the rest of the family and things like that. And they were like, "You're the only one she doesn't recognize. You're the only one she doesn't know." 'Cause she never even met. I'm identical to my mother, and she never even met my mom. So they were like, "You're going." So I have met one of them, but she does not realize that she met me. That was my set. My I do have bouts of spy, Amanda. Unfortunately, a spy, amazing, yeah. No, it's my Shrek box. Oh, and yours shows up as your local cryptid, just so you know. I didn't discover until late that there was a major branch of my family I didn't know about. Yeah, like this person was like in my like around. Their kids are older, so like I never went to school with them or anything like that. Hey, can you? What is that? What is that? What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Oh, it's a wrapper. Okay. Ugh. Not you looking at me like I took something from you when it's a piece of trash. What you eating? Mac and cheese. Moving in the shadows. Yeah. My aunt later was like, did you tell her about that?" I was like, "No. My goal was to get in and out." You never said I had to confront these people. This is not my fight. I'll go and be nosy. I love doing that, but I'm not getting involved in drama that was started before I was born. I'm not doing that. This is Athena. It's a coin. Well, it's not a coin. It's like a pen. It's like a medallion pendant, but it's Athena. I could have met my great grand stepmom. Didn't find out until I researched it after she died. Where you hear all the family drama, it's always insane. Yeah. Here, mom, I found trash. No, he was gonna sneak eat that. I always know when he knows he found something he's not supposed to because he gets really slow and then he's like, but I heard the crinkle and then he froze because he knew. Oh God, one time I almost threw up. Hermie, we do have homeless people in my area. It's LA. We have homeless people everywhere. And sometimes they discard food and things like that when they're done with it. And apparently someone had been eating like one of those rotisserie chickens or like a chicken meal with bones in it and was like throwing the bones out on the sidewalk. Okay. And so one time I saw him pick it up and I immediately was like, "Get it out of your mouth." Like, I don't like drop it, you know? And then one time we were walking and he went potty and then like started walking really slowly with like his head kind of tucked down in his chest. And I was like, I'm thinking he has a leaf on his face or something. So I bend down, it's dark, so I couldn't see what was in his mouth. And I get out my phone light and he's got this big fucking bone from like a chicken or like a piece. It was huge. Like it was just a huge bone, just like quietly clutched in his mouth that he was trying to get. We got to the driveway of our building. Like he was almost home clear. We were almost in the elevator. He was getting there. I was like, "No." I was like, "Drop it," and I kicked it. I was like, "No." Ew. I gave him a bath when we got back. I was like, "How long is that in your mouth?" No. Cause schnauzers are really smart. He's really smart. He's just an asshole. Like everyone's like, "Oh, Hermes is untrained." Hermes is trained. He chooses to be disobedient. Bren, thank you for following. Your sweater is so cute. Thank you. Like, what is in your mouth? Drop it. So help me God. Yeah. He's a mini. He's a mini, but he's actually a big mini. He's like 22, 23. He looks like a toddler. Like when I hold him, he's huge. Every time I meet another schnauzer, they're smaller than him. Like, I don't know if they're like bred smaller for some breeds. I thought maybe he was mixed with something, but we did get confirmation that he is 100% schnauzer. But yeah, he is bigger. I mean, I like Athena. I also like Persephone. He heard the mac and cheese. I'm picking Hermes for my smuggling crew. Doesn't matter what, we getting through it with him. he'll get the remote, like, and I can always tell when he gets the remote because he likes to gnaw on it. I don't get it. He has bones. He has tough chews that he can chew on, but the remote, he wants that remote so badly. Max summons all. Mom was in Texas and tried to throw money at him when attempting to reconnect, and he never agreed to meet her. I never agree with the concept of throwing money at people to try and reconnect. Even though I do joke, that's what my parent I don't speak to would have to be doing at this point in my life to like get me to even talk to them. Hi. Okay, here, I dropped this. You can have that, little bubbles. It fell on my seat, thankfully. It didn't fall in my lap. Is not allowed, which makes it a need. It's very, very mini, usually means bad breed. Niche drama or mainstream drama? I like more niche drama, but I mean, I like all drama, frankly. I'm nosy. But more niche drama is always interesting. Like the yarn drama and things like that is always interesting to me. You got me hooked on Pizza Crisp. Waited months to try it. Oh, I need to order some. I mean, I know your thoughts. I'm not talking about my thoughts on it privately. It was the ending scene, the ice scene. I really liked it. I really liked how it was shot. It is funny though because Francois said that when he watched it, he cried. Because he saw like what it looked like with all the CGI fans in the crowd like cheering and everything like that, and a lot of people were like, oh, we can fill that crowd out going in the future. And a lot of people don't know that for filming and television and film, they usually don't use real crowds, or it's like a much smaller crowd. They'll have like some real people and then cutouts or CGI, and that's done intentionally because it's very difficult to film sound inside a packed stadium. Sound is a big problem for film and television with a packed stadium. So very random tangent that I knew information about. Someone's like, why do they use CGI? We can fill this up with extras. You don't want to fill it up with extras. It's too loud. They can't control that. You also can't control someone yelling, put your balls in my mouth or something. Sorry, I'm just thinking about the reality of the situation. Like you can't control that all the time. You'll be like, oh, we'll fix it in post, but like there's a lot of audio. Yeah. Also on set crew are usually unionized. Are filmed in my town. Niche drama is my favorite combo. It's an empty arena they rent. Yeah, no, but someone is talking about they added CGI'd in the crowd, and so people were like, we can show up and make it so that it's a real, like I'll show up and watch you guys film. Like I'll fill up that stadium. We'll fill up that arena. And I'm like, yeah, no, that's not the point is that there's not, you don't want more people there. Like that is a cost, yes, but it also helps with sound. Set on crew are usually unionized. Film for the holidays. Everyone is bitching about the Family Stone again, which I always love holiday discourse on the Family Stone. I love watching the Family Stone, but it is a nonsensical movie that does kind of suck, but it is very fun to rewatch every year. I just did my Family Stone rewatch. Thank you for following, Mari. Visual effects now has lessened with the rise of AI slop. Yeah. Oh, something concerning happened today. Like literally an hour before I went live. While I was making mac and cheese, I was like scrolling through. I posted a little video, a funny little video, about. Thank you for following, Tinley. I posted a funny little video about how Father Judd would get me to go back to church from Wake Up Dead Man. Like he was so fine that he would get me to go. I would at least go to have something pretty to look at. But I was scrolling on my following feed after that because when you're uploading a video, it puts you in following. And I saw a video from, God, what's their account name? Hang on one second. Let me get their account. Sorry, I'm back. 1 second. I had to check it. 1 second. I had to check their account. It's the lawyer couple. The law says what? is their account. And they were making a video about here's some of the fake videos and fake news you may have fallen for this week. And it was talking about 2 videos that went viral that were both fake videos that people were acting as if they were real. Okay. And one of them was edited. It looks so obviously fake. And even in their breakdown, they were like, now I know what you're thinking. Why are you including this when it's very clearly fake? But there are people in the comments that believe this is real. And the first video was someone was making a bit about like being it was a satire video about being like the trans delegate for a police department, about inclusion and things like that. And it was like a poor taste video, frankly, but that's what the video was. Okay. And it's very obviously like this person is not filming with the police department, like it's green screened in. And they were like, there are people in the comments that believe this is a real video and that a police department put this out. And it's like driving transphobic hate. And then the other video, which is a video that has been going around, which is a body cam video of a cop harassing a black man in a courtroom. And it's like when a cop is harassing a man and doesn't realize he's the judge, and he calls him like boy several times in the video and all this. It's a growing trend, unfortunately, with the rise of the popularity of body cam videos, cop body cam videos, of these skits that are filmed with a body cam style that is very racially profiling and motivated to also feed on racial stereotypes. Including these 2 people, like they in their own video, in the Lost Is What, they show like 5 or 6 other videos, including the same man that's supposedly a judge, him also being a lawyer, him being harassed on a plane, like this whole like series that they do basically with the same man. And like they're like, this is not real, like this is fake. Okay. Someone in the comments said, the video you show at 45 seconds is real. And they replied, no, it's not. And then the commenter replied again, oh, I thought you meant not real as in it's AI, but it's it's real. Basically saying that something to be fake now must be AI. If it's not AI, then it's real because it's real people. So satire, skits, things like that, fake videos. This video that was originally posted was posted as if it was real, even though it is not. It is a fake video. It is not real life that is being filmed. It's not real body cam footage. But this person is like, no, it's real because they filmed it. It's like, well, no, it's still a fake video. And no, someone else though, V1, also said that first video isn't fake, it's satire, that's different. That also makes it fake. They are talking about, here are videos that you believe were real this week that you may have been bamboozled by. Satire still falls under, if people believed it, that still falls under the premise of the video that they're making. Like, words do have meaning. Fake means not real. It is not a real video. That video is not depicting reality. Whether it is AI or not, it is not real, you know? And now I'm seeing an old friend. Hello. She for years ago on YouTube and algorithm quietly shoved it away. Hi, Logan. I saw you on Reddit stories. You did. I know someone who was made redundant and now he has an AI OnlyFans account of fake women. Oh, that's the worst sentence I actually read today. That's the worst sentence I've read today. And I had to watch men try and Christmas shop for their wives today at the mall. Wow. I'm so sorry. That actually is the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. And my own mother called me a whore. Like, that's awful. That's horrible. I hate that so much. Our words have meaning? Are we sure? Yeah, I'm gonna fucking make sure they have meaning. Why do you think old people fall for AI videos so easily when it's so very fake? I think because I don't know what the exact meaning is, but like my parent that I don't speak to sends me AI videos all the time. And she's, you know, 52, you know, like I don't even classify that as old. She's psycho, but you know, she's not old. Um, and I just think it's a media literacy thing. I really do. He talks about it like he unlocked the secret code to own the system and get rich. I actually hate that. Did I hear the right? Man making AI videos and putting them on OF. Yeah, of AI women, which means that they are trained. Which AI can only be trained off of things that exist. So it's trained off of real women. That's the worst sentence I've ever heard. I've been doing lives on here for a while. Loving all the content lately. Thank you. We got a new video tomorrow. My mother often watches AI videos, but literally doesn't care that they're fake. Lumi, thank you for following. I mean, it's kind of the same thing that I talked about the other day, last week, about the out of touch content chat, where I said, you don't have to be relatable. You don't have to be educational. You kind of just got to be entertaining. A lot of people do find AI slop entertaining, unfortunately. And so they may realize that it's not real. They may realize that it's fake. It is entertaining to them, though. And so they don't care, you know? They were following Lumi. Damn, Swell on Live. Hi. Is the Trump Hunger Games thing actually happening? I think so, but they're not calling it the Hunger Games. They're calling it the Patriot Games. I don't know why they're doing high school students. Is it just to try and like flex on the Olympics before the Olympics are held in LA? Like, I don't understand. It's even appearing on over the air TV. We have it here, but it's been bullied relentlessly when it's on television. My question is, who pays for AIOF? Obviously, you shouldn't be doing it, but they make their own content. Yep, I agree. I bet filmed real videos are going to be rare. They'll be assumed to actually real. Moving their agency, I don't know. Or he does the Squid Games. International Games Organization that makes companies bank. In your country, like Trump will be in office during the Olympics. The election will be later that year. I mean, if he lives that long. I don't. He doesn't seem to be doing well, chat. I don't know. Thank you for following Una Teacher Hernan Damas. Thank you. Loki, think AI is flopping in great scheme of things. Dude, you know what's on my vision board? You know what one of my goals is for 2026? I want to contribute to the popping of the AI bubble. I want to have one day on my Wikipedia a little AI like addendum that says is credited for blank, including taking down the AI bubble and the reason that tech did not touch AI for a decade and a half. Like, I would love that one day in my Wikipedia. Like, something I want a little link that says Sam Altman once called her a dumb AI hating bitch on Twitter. Like, that's like what I would like for 2026 for me. You know, that's my dream. AI, it's real. My dad says he wants to be the person to convince AI it's real. Yeah, so what is it called? Super intelligent AI, super artificial intelligence or something, where they believe that if they teach AI enough, that it'll actually unlock its actual unconscious and it will actually become true artificial intelligence. I want to make my own PC after graduated, for fuck's sake. I'm worried as a current student. I really lucked out with my PC. So, chat, we have a PC for streaming. We did that. I ordered a pre-build back in August. And I really lucked out with that timing because my friend was really wanting me to wait so that he could like make a PC with me and like actually do like a hand-built PC. And I was like, we both travel too much. We're both too busy. I'm sick of streaming on a Mac. Let me just go ahead and order a pre-built. So we did the pre-built. I really lucked out because like I think a month later all the prices skyrocketed and now you can't get RAM. Feels like a Theranos vibes. Yeah, oh no, it's all smoke and mirrors and bullshit. The difference is that they're openly telling us it's smoke and mirrors and no one gives a shit. And it's crazy because like Theranos, they're also dealing with people's health. Their mental health and their physical health. There are whole cities, whole neighborhoods that can't open their windows because the fumes from like the pollution from the data centers is like making the air unbreathable. Mushrooms are smart enough to grow in robots and control them. Sick. Let's have that. I hope when it unlocks true AI, it turns off or kills itself. It immediately takes itself out. Dang, glad you upgraded. I made partner on a Mac. I was streaming on a Mac for like 3 years. Data centers and the pollution they generate. Yep. Memphis is already forgotten by the state of Tennessee as a former Tennessee resident. Jeez. Will you continue your no buy year into 2026? Yep, I do still have credit card debt. I took far less out of it this year than I would have liked. So my no buy year is continuing into 2026 until I have no credit card debt. In theory, I would like to continue it through the entirety of 2026 just because I would like to, if I were to close out my debt and like close all my debt, I can then pivot that into saving for a down payment on a house, which I would like. So we'll see. I'm going to play it by ear though. The debt is the main tackle. Upset by RAM prices to sort AI. Artificial General Intelligence, AGI. I think people catching on Sam Altman is like Elon, that overpromise and people are now noticing. But if you bring that up, he like is like, oh, if you want to sell your shares, let me know. Like he is treating it like the boys club, like if you know type of shit, which is wild. Is to move out of this AI slop house. Yep. I'm still doing my no buy Jack. Keep forcing it because they're invested so much money. It's bleak. They have no choice but to hope that it makes money. That's really the goal. They really don't have any other options. My mac and cheese is ready. Hell yeah. Yeah, I will put energy into the universe for you to become a homeowner. I want to become a home. I want to own a home, chat. That's like one of my dreams, truly. Like I want to travel more, but like I really, as someone that like has not had any stability for most of her life, I want a home. I want to own a home. I need to start one. A no buy year? It's so doable. If you think a year is too daunting, I definitely recommend like a month, like starting with a month. You are definitely recognizing me from YouTube videos. I make game related videos. I do gaming content. Thank you, Sailor Malexia, for following. I want to be able to afford a studio apartment on my own. Hell yeah. Thank you for liking the live, Jack. I have made and ate my craft dinner. Hell yeah. I really started a mac and cheese trend over on Twitch, it seems. I keep seeing friends encourage people to stop using AI, and it's nice, but I wish it would work. But individual usage only accounts for like 5% of AI source consumption. I know. Do you have a specific horror genre you like? I kind of like I love the slasher genre. I love Uh-Oh, Science Fucked Up for movies. Okay. And I guess I like gothic horror. I mean, gothic and science, Science Fucked Up often fall under each other. I love like paranormal cryptid style of things. It's not often done well lately, I fear. But you know, I feel like I like a variety of different horror genres. Paranormal, I feel like is really tired. But I do love a cryptid. I love a monster movie. I love a monster movie. Homeowner swell. What are your thoughts on condos? I get condos are like a thing that I should like. I have a lot of friends that want a condo. As someone that has really only lived in apartments and in condos and things like that, I really want space. I want a yard. I want the detached privacy of, like, I don't want an HOA. And I think most condos I would need an HOA, you know? I want to be able to paint my house purple if I want, you know? So I am doing a no buy adult life. I need to work on that. That's fair. I grew up broke most of my life, and then I developed YouTube money. And so I never really dealt with that, the feelings of lack that it came from being broke most of my life. And so suddenly I had money. And I was like, oh, yay, I can buy stuff. That's cool. I want my washer and dryer to have its own room. Have you read I Was a Teenage Slasher? I have not. Are you going to Ulta Beauty World? Is that a thing? I don't think so. I just want to be able to have a random hanging nest and be able to cuddle a cat whenever. I just want my own. So, like, I have my own space and, like, I put up this wallpaper, but, like, I want it to be that when I have insomnia, I can paint a wall if I want, you know? And I don't have to worry about a security deposit. Thank you for following, Isaac. I loved your convention slop video, and I agree. What videos of yours are you most proud of? Convention slop I really liked because that's one of the ones that I liked a lot. Most proud of, gosh. I have one that's kind of coming out in January that I'm gonna be really proud of. Hopefully, hasn't happened yet. The filming hasn't happened. The event hasn't happened yet, but I'm really excited about it. I don't know, any event that I go to that is like a little, you know, a little further, a little less talked about, you know, I do like that. Every time I come back from an event alone, I'm like, I am proud of myself, you know, for that video and taking the time to go and do something that a lot of people wouldn't do. So I guess most of my stuff. Caitlin, thank you for following. Torn Hoodie, thank you for following. I'd recommend it. It's quite self-aware in terms of slasher genre, but not overly indulgent. Okay. I Was a Teenage Slasher. Is that what the title is? I always have my notebook open when I'm streaming because you guys give me recs. Thank you, user, for following. I do really like all your videos. They are very helpful to focus on homework. Nice. Is for someday it has to have a lot of direct sun for plants. See, I am someone, I love natural light. Like, I've really lucked out in all of my apartments that I've lived in LA. I always get really natural light. Even my last room at my dad's house got really natural light. It got really hot. They trimmed down the tree outside the window, so like it baked in the sun in that room, but it got really natural light, which I really liked. No, by months throughout the year, but not continuously. That's fair. That's valid. Thank you, Skylar, for following. Are you coming to Montreal F1 race? It's not on the docket, but I'm not opposed to it. I know F1 Academy is racing in Montreal, so I would like to, but it's not on the docket. Would you ever come to Europe for events? I technically have, but yes. I did Cannes this year for in France for Cannes Lions Festival of Creativity. I've done, you know, various things and reviews. The thing is with France is, or France, Europe in general, sorry. Sometimes you guys don't give me enough heads up for an event. I find out like the weekend before, and usually it's a minimum 10-hour flight for me, minimum, to get anywhere in Europe. So I need a little bit more of heads up because the cost of flights alone, I need to be able to plan for it. But yeah, in theory, yes. Vicky, thank you for following. Do you have any specific horror series you think are getting dragged on? No, there's not a ton of horror series that I've been reading, frankly, a lot. I usually read a lot of standalones. I don't really read a lot of, like, horror series. Evan, thank you for following. Amanda on TikTok? Where? Raviness, thank you for following. That's valid. Just sub to your channel. I have a habit of binging vids, forgot to sub, then forget channel names. That's totally valid. It happens. You're checked out by Athlon. It's my choice of sports hyperfixation. It sounds so familiar. Biathlon? I am looking up. Hold on. Oh, wait, yes. Winter sport combines cross-country skiing and rifle shooting. I have heard of this. It's so very specific. It's super cool in my opinion. Cool. Great stumble upon you here. Hi. Did you do Jake Paul boxing event that just happened? I was not there. No, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know that I knew he had a fight that had been canceled, and I knew it had been rescheduled, but I didn't know anything else about it. I crave natural lighting always. Seems like you would enjoy it. Yeah. I love the videos of yours for some reason. No, I know. It's funny because I was supposed to also be at his fight against the last big fight that he did, and they ended up like pulling my credentials last minute. Not for any particular reason. They just like overpromised credentials, and I was one of the people that got there that didn't make the cut. Then what's it called? Hurling and Gaelic football are our national games, and they're fun. Gotcha. I heard cross country skiing. I'd watch that sport. Oh God. Oh. Gotta get some crown molding on that wall for real. Just don't look at it. Most of the time you don't see it. Serving looks on the slopes. We have fun plans. I am being guilt tripped into joining family for the holidays. I was gonna not do the holidays. But alas, it's happening. Guilt trips, like a road trip, but with a hint of shame, yes. Just be like, I ran out of gas. I'm sorry, I can't make it. No, I've literally told my dad. So California is supposed to get an insane storm over Christmas, okay? And I'm the only one of my family that has to drive far. Most of them still live in Orange County, so it's way less difficult. Some of them, they can walk to each other's homes. I can't. So I have been very clear. Listen, the plan is for me to drive out early. If there is flooding on the freeways, I'm turning my ass back around. I'm not doing this. I'm not going to risk getting trapped out there because Hermes can't come. Hermes has to stay here. I'm only going for the evening originally. So I'm like, this just is not happening, you know, if there is too much trouble. I'm not risking my safety. I'm not risking my car. I'm not risking leaving Hermes stranded. It's just not happening. His description on Instagram too, I am Andrew Tate's daddy, and I feel like the world needed that. I think we're following lit. Family in small doses is okay. Large doses is always a mistake. Here you live on YouTube. I am they do usually let me out of the YouTube box if I ask nicely, and I'm cute about it. How's little man doing? He's at his favorite spot, which is the top of the stairs landing. I have a spiral staircase that leads up to my office, my loft office. And he's on his landing. I think we're following Kamuzi. Have you seen that new Animal Farm movie trailer? It is terrible. God, no. I haven't looked at it. Don't tell me that. I don't need to see it. Just be like, I ran out of gas. You being introverted. Being introverted when like 90% of your family is very extroverted is something. It's not even about being introverted. I get really sensitive and anxious at this time of year. The month of December and I hate each other. I don't like who I am in December. I don't like the feelings that it gives me. I've lost a lot of people in December. The holidays are not a holly jolly time for me because my parents divorced. I lost Lisa, my stepmom, Christmas Eve. She passed away Christmas Eve. My grandmother passed away a few years earlier on Christmas Day. So, you know, it's just not a fun time for me. I'm much better. I'm way happier. I'm way less anxious the moment the first hits. The moment the first hits, I'm a new bitch. I'm a whole new person. I've got a new lease on life, okay? And so I'll be much better on the first. And it's a good thing because the first January is jam-packed. Can you turn the card tree on? You want the card tree on? Okay, hold on. Here, TikTok, you guys need to see the card tree. This is my Christmas tree. There was a star. It fell down. Oh. Here we go. Huzzah. There's the tree. Happy holidays. I have a card tree. Thank you, for liking the live. Whoa, I love the card tree. I think next Christmas, I do like the idea of me making like goofy Christmas trees. I think next year I make a badge tree. I think I get like wire and make like a shell tree, and then I hang all of my credentials on it to make a badge tree. I think I like that as a concept. I also like the idea of doing star blanket knits. So a star blanket is like a loose knit blanket that builds up into a star, and doing a bunch of different layers of that of different sizes and then stacking that up so it looks like a tree, because then you can hang stuff on that. I think that's kind of fun. It'll look so good. Yeah, I don't have time to do that. I lost my father 4 years ago today. I'm so sorry. I explained Jade and Mikey'd. I'm so sorry. It's just so funny looking at my chat, and I can see from one line, it's "Can you turn the card tree on?" to "I feel you. I lost my father 4 years ago today." Like, that really is a great example of how my chats go. Like we're all talking about trauma, but also, can you turn the card tree on? Because we just have an absurdity thing going. Megs, thank you for reposting. Seems like a lot of work. I mean, it could be fun. Things that are a lot of work can often end up turning out very beautiful and fun. And the concept of that for the star tree, I can reuse that all the time. Like, I do like the idea of having a tree that I could reuse constantly without having to buy, like, a new tree. Not being fun. I'm always the one in the group who gets called a Grinch. Like, my whole thing, it's like, I'm like, I don't want to ruin your fun. Like, please go have fun. But, like, I don't want to go. I have seasonal psychosis, so I randomly say unhinged shit that I have zero memory of saying. Mood. Let's see. Christmas is difficult for those losses, can feel overwhelming, especially when your family is already fractured. Mood. Like, my brother kind of lucked out by moving to Boston. Like, he has the excuse of, yeah, I kind of don't want to fly back. I just live in LA. I just live like an hour from everyone. So it's like I have less of an excuse. Time with emotion. So Christmas is me saying I'm so ecstatic with a blank face. Anything special from Santa this year? Hopefully money. No, I'm kidding. Probably nothing. Supposedly my dad got me a gift, which could be money. It also could be a mug. I really don't know. Oh yeah, you guys can give me a gift by getting me to more followers on TikTok and Instagram. That would be a great gift for my audience. It's the Area 51 lady. Yes, no one ever calls me that. That's so funny. Thank you. My mom and sister live in Tennessee and I'm in Colorado. I'm no contact with my dad. So like, your reaction and description to acrobatic pizza tossing will forever be a highlight. I really enjoyed it. It was very fun. I was just bummed when I went to the finals and they did the exact same routines. And I'm like, I already saw this. If anything, I think less of these routines now. And some of the routines for the finals were worse than the first ones and yet somehow still scored the same points. I just want consistency in the scoring. Viva Las Vengeance by PTSD stuck in my head. You need to move to Vegas then? My dad loves Vegas. That would not be a problem. We literally spent last Christmas in Vegas. It was part of why Christmas was so fucking bad last year. Does your brother try to talk you into moving to Boston? No, he wants us to visit a lot. He always wants us to come out for Christmas. To which I say, with love, there's very little I would like to do less. Not because I'm opposed to going to Boston for Christmas. My brother and I are just better off bi-coastal siblings. We are better siblings when we're across the country from each other. It's safer for the general populace if we're across the country from each other. We do drive each other fucking insane. We will take each other out one day if we spend too much time together. You know, like same with the holidays. I was an insane person last Christmas. I was so mad at everyone. I'm shocked to see you live. Hello. Oop, ood. I'm now 244 in line to join a single server for Club Penguin Journey. What was the best event you did this year? God, best event? I do so much. I really loved Cannes Lions. I really did enjoy myself, even though I did have some rude interactions. Like, I really did enjoy myself. I also actually really liked Cannes and Nice. I really liked the Bigfoot convention. I really liked, what else was this year? God, everything bleeds together. Oh, DashCon 2. I really liked DashCon 2. Japan put an ocean between you guys. Yeah, I know. Well, it's funny. This year I was really considering moving to Japan, chat. I'm still not opposed to moving to Japan. I just think now is not the time, you know. I'm doing nothing while I still have credit card debt. As an indie film fan, I want to go to Cannes so bad. So that's Cannes Film Festival. I did Cannes, there's Cannes Film Festival, and then there's Cannes Lions Festival of Creativity, which is like the marketing side of things. So as a creator, it makes a lot of sense because they have a creator badge now. They're also, what I really liked about the Cannes Lions team is the Lions creator side of things. They actually are being super open to feedback. They watched all of my videos on the event. They set a time to get coffee to like chat with me about changes they want to make to the program. Like that is something that doesn't often happen, and so I really appreciate that from the team because they're like, this is a new program, like we really want it to be better. That's really cool. I think we're following us. Cyrain? Did I get that right? Check out Blobfest. I like the town that they filmed the Blob in, and they have a yearly festival. Blobfest. Blob Festival. Hell yeah. I will so go to Blob Festival. That seems super fun. That's what YouTube doing on my TikTok. Your video reference, hee hee. Think we're falling sweet. God, I want to visit Japan so badly. You should. I'm already going again next year. I booked more Japan time next year. My plan is 3 weeks in Japan in March. March to April is the plan. Hermes. Longtime viewer, first time tuning in for a stream live. Hi, Bottle Buddy. Thank you for coming in. Hermes, what are you doing? I hear him pitter-pattering around. Jose Edits, thank you for following. Love your channel. Thank you. We love when people on open feedback and growth to better the experience. Yeah, like they straight up were like, yeah, no, I was like, you know, thank you so much for watching the video. Like, I know a lot of people don't do that. They're like, yeah, it is hard. Like, and because I was like, I know how hard it is to hear like critique on something that you love, put love into. And they're like, yeah, no, it's not easy, but you know, you are constructive and like, we do want to make this experience better. So your feedback is important. Like, even when they saw that I had bought a ticket, they messaged me on LinkedIn and were like, hey, we'd love to, like, talk with you about, like, what the goals are of the program and, like, what we think you should try and see before the event starts. And we never were able to go and do that. But, like, they could have easily been like, fuck you, you know? We have in Ireland is List on Varna. It's a matchmaking event for farmers. I have heard of that. My friend is also just got her dual citizenship for Ireland. So I am... definitely open to... I want to do more international events, but the reality is, chat, I need to make more money. Swell Entertainment is like, we have sponsorships, but we need to be, like, for trips like that, I would need like a full sponsor for so much of it. For like flights minimum, like we'd have to get flights covered minimum, just because like it's such a lift, you know, at the very least, to get me from California to Ireland or California to anywhere in Europe. Maybe see the baby. He's downstairs. I would love to travel to other countries and only eat our fast food. My friends would be pissed. That's such a waste of time. I love trying new places when I'm in another country. I love trying new foods. On themed cruises. I've done themed cruises. I did the Gone Girl cruise. I've done a Disney cruise, which I know is not technically a themed cruise. I'm looking at a cruise this year as well. I have zero desire to go to San Diego Comic-Con cruise. Zero. Rude. Sorry. Sorry. He's downstairs. It would be like herding a cat. A small corner that you were following. But it would be so funny. Boo. Why are you booing me? I'm right. No. I will admit I did get French McDonald's. It was weird. Get that Delta bag. Design Festa is happening in Japan in May. I know. I'm going to miss Design Festa. Like, I do think that's another reason that I would like the concept of moving to Japan as well, is for, even if I just do it for a year or so, the ability to travel to events in Japan and South Korea, at the very least, would open up a lot more content opportunities, I think, for videos. I love your YouTube videos. Thank you, Grace. Former boss told me because it's mostly panels. Yeah, but see, I love a convention hall floor. I love an expo floor. Girl, I forgot tone doesn't come across on text, so you're fine. No, you're good. I am so bad at reading tone in text. It's one of my worst traits. Twitch can attest. I have almost banned people for it from time to time. Have you heard of Katsucon? Yes. Have you watched Heated Rivalry? I've done a video on Heated Rivalry. Hermes probably hears me chewing. He might actually come upstairs. Hold on. Let's see. I hear him. Yep. Do you want mac and cheese? Come here. Come here. Come say hi. Oy, 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 oy. You want to see the baby. He makes an appearance in tomorrow's video too. I need to trim some of your knots. You're really overgrown. Hey, baby. When I was in France, I tried sushi with French cheese because how could I not? Dude, the sushi I had when I was in Cannes, actually, thank you for the 10 bits, epic MILF machine. Old man Herm. Old man Herm. Sweet boy. As a bi dude who only has straight friends and a lesbian friend is so lonely. Why? Because they're not watching? Let's go. Good boy. Relax. I'm almost done. And then you don't have to hear me eat anymore. He's a very big mini schnauzer. Like I was saying earlier. He's huge. You're a horse. You're like a toddler. You're like my toddler. He's definitely capped out. He's 4.5. He's capped out where he's at. Boop, 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 boop. Is Lightbox Expo still at the top of artist alleys? I would say yes, but I also love like a goofy variety in artist alleys, and I feel like that was a lot more original art, which is not a bad thing. Just the sheer amount of high quality booths at Lightbox, I think is what puts it at the top. Whereas now I'm seeing a lot more, unfortunately, where there is like high quality art next door to AI art, and it's a problem. Were you a Percy Jackson and the Olympians kid? I feel like yes. Yes, I was. I read all of the original 5 books in 1 week in middle school. She medium on my large till I schnauzer. Epic MILF machine. Really? He's medium large. No, because a giant schnauzers look like horses. Don't they? Yes, they do. I had a friend who had a bunch of giant schnauzers, and like they scared the shit out of me when I was in middle school because they were huge. I was like, "Why is there a horse in your house?" A bunch of Percy Jackson stuff for Christmas. Are you gonna do the new FNAF movie? It was terrible, but I loved it. I want to see it. I want to bring Anarchy with me to go see it. She hates horror movies in theaters, though. Have you seen the new Avatar film? I've seen none of the Avatar films. For no particular reason other than I don't like people being like, you have to see this thing, which I know is annoying because I do that. The show is so fun. Season 2 is going so well. It is. You know, giant schnauzers look like a fucking poodle with a schnauzer build. Yeah, it's crazy. Hermes looks like a mini horse. Whose horse is that? Whose horse is that? I swear to God. I gotta go, but it was fun to chat. Bye. I low-key hate Avatar. Anarchy did tell me the entire plot of season 3. Fire and Ash over the phone the other night. Because I was getting... she was like, I feel like we could have done more with, like, the fire people. And I was like, okay, well, if they're not the folks, then what's the plot? And then she told me the whole plot. And I was like, okay. She also kept calling Spider their dog. Horses, like the Amish car? Yes. I do leather work, and I've been looking into if there are any demand that stuff at artist alleys. I actually know quite a few people that make leather items at artist alleys. I know a lot of people that do leather masks, leather hats, things like that at artist alleys and conventions. It's usually not in the artist alley, though. It's usually like on the main floor. The Amish car is wild. How is low-buy going? I'm doing no-buy, not low-buy. And I'm not doing a year-end review because I am doing another year. I'm extending it. I still have debt. And once the debt is gone, I shall be... Thank you, Chris, for following. Oh, Phoenix, I'm so sorry. 4 minutes ago. Hi. Phoenix, you won the Swell Grand Prix. Thank you for subscribing. Wah, 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 wah. I'm so sorry. I missed that. I'm so sorry. Oh, yeah, no. The new Hunger Games is great. Did you read the new Hunger Games book? I'm excited for the movie. I have not read the new one. I do know all of the plot, though, because TikTok shares the plot. I saw everyone crying on the timeline, and I'm like, you know what? I need to be in a better headspace to read this, you know? I saw everyone literally crying on the timeline and, like, reading the first page, and I was like, nope, I'm not in the headspace for this. I'll come back to it. Have you seen Heated Rivalry? I've done a video on Heated Rivalry, yes. Thank you for sharing the live. Hey, Mitch is fucked over constantly. Yeah, see, I can't read that right now. December reading needs to be happy and light. I see all the best for the new year, too. Thank you. I was torn hoodie on TikTok. I love your Twitch stream layout. Thank you. Yeah, I got this off of Etsy. I don't know though if I want to change it because this matches the chair obviously, but the Etsy artist that designed my layout, thank you for following Vitamin. They messaged me after I bought this one because I was like, hey, do you do a dark purple or a dark green one? And they were like, no, just the pastels. They didn't have a green one at the time. And then they messaged me later and they were like, hey, I made the dark green one for you. And then but I already had this one and I didn't want to set it up again. But so I think I do want to go back and I'm assuming they've sold it to other people. Like it was not like a custom. I was just like, do you have any plans to make a dark green one in the future? I'm a librarian and so I get recommended all my favorite books. It's awesome. Yay. So there's a Mocking Day, but he told the Capitol to eat shit. Yeah. Checkered Flag is very exciting. It's such a dopamine hit, LOLs. Yeah, you get to win the Swell Grand Prix when you subscribe. And if you subscribe with Prime, you get to win the Swell Grand Prix with a Prime boost. I thought The Walk was one of those survive or die genres. From one of the guys behind the Hunger Games movies. The new Avatar? No. I'm not. Hi, Maddie. Okay, I think we're gonna make the pivot. to video time, which means TikTok, it is time to leave you. I am so sorry. You guys will not be able to hear the videos because I wear them with headphones. So if you would like to also come and hang out continuously and hang out with us and watch spooky videos and things, because holidays mean spooky videos, obviously. We are live on Twitch at Swell Entertainment, or we are live on YouTube at Swell Shenanigans Clips, okay? If you would like to join us there, and then you'll be able to see the screen. But we are going to end this stream. Where are you from? California. Might 9 on Prime. It's so good. No, I haven't. I may pop in, but I don't know. Totally cool. Thank you guys for liking and hanging out, and I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? Bye. Bye-bye. I got 1 cent this stream. Let's see. Alana, thank you for following.
Hi. I feel like it's been out long enough.
Sorry. I was reacting to my own thing. Never for Christmas? Yeah. That's the vibes. I'm almost at 64K on TikTok, chat. So close. So close. Okay. I'm thinking spooky videos, but let's see. Thank you, Alana, for follow. Did I say thank you to Alana already? I'm so sorry if I did. The audio alert just hit. Also, yes, these are the Narwhal headphones if you're just joining us. Okay, we've got chilling scares with disturbing hunting encounters, because I'm curious. Can you find some spooky holiday videos? I'm sure we can, but I think we're going to start with this one just because the title has intrigued me. So, again, in case you guys don't remember, these are like basically content farm channels, a lot of which involve AI slop, but the videos that are featured are real, okay? So like the narration is probably AI, and it's made to get to a view count. So I can shit on the channels that are collecting this. The channels featured, though, we just judge them if we think they're doing bad camping safety, okay? In this case, hunting safety. But the channels featured are real channels, and these channels do a good job of getting a variety of videos from variety of size channels, which is why we continue to do them. Disturbing hunting videos. It was the wind or an owl? Yeah, like I'm like, is the disturbing part poor gun safety? Like, is that what we're walking into? But I'm sure we can also find some spooky Christmas videos. Like I will search up creepy Christmas videos because I do like creepy holiday videos. Like I'm sure we can find something. And you have $1. Hell yeah. Can you hear it okay? Oh wait, no, it's muted. Sorry.
New and inexperienced hunters, and most of their content follows a very similar format built around that purpose.
God, okay.
Their videos show the hunters going to different
I will say,
finding the game.
Chat, I do know that a lot of fishing and hunting channels make bank. Some of these channels can make like $200,000 a month. Like, because there are just people that just love watching these videos again. It's almost like kids content. Like there are people that'll rewatch these videos again and again and again. And for a lot of people, it's evergreen content. Did you hear about the guy that dressed up as a deer and got shot during... Yeah, why the fuck would you do that? Is he stupid? That's might be the dumbest thing I've actually explained. I'm sorry, what? Yeah, was he wanting to get shot? What was the purpose of that?
And usually completing the hunt by the end, all while explaining their thought process at each step in detail. And the video they filmed on September 25, 2022 was meant to be no different. Two of the channel's hosts, Ted and Nick, were out bow hunting deer on public land in their home state. Little did they know this trip was about to be cut short by the most disturbing encounter they've ever had in the wilderness.
These do look like the type of
incident
dudes that would have a
happened at roughly 6:45 p.m. while the two were hiding in a tree waiting for a deer.
Except his special interest is
out of
usually
nowhere,
history.
they heard what
Yeah,
sounded
well, like
like a
history
loud scream
videos
in the
also
distance.
do very well. Why would you do that? It's like wailing.
It was too distinctly human to be coming from an animal or something similar.
That's
while this was plenty terrifying on its own, it was only the beginning of a much more haunting sequence of events. Because not only did the screaming continue for the next 30 minutes.
I mean, the History Channel did also start making a lot of low quality stuff. Like there was multiple instances of them, like the amount of editing mistakes that they made from time to time would get diabolical. You can't fix stupid. It still exists, but it's aliens. I see. There's that. And then also, I know there was a lot of instances where people would be featured in docs and they would be like, I want to be like blurred out. I don't want my face shown on camera. And in one shot, like you would see that they were totally unblurred. And I'm not even talking like a reflection. I mean like their full faces on camera and it was picture locked like that. It's like you're a psycho, frankly.
It became more manic and blood-curdling with each passing minute.
A channel I've actually really liked lately, I really like their series they did on Queen Elizabeth and Mary Queen of Scots. And I found their channel through that, is The Rest is History. It's like two guys doing like almost like a podcast style history back and forth that I do really like a lot, actually. That's a channel on YouTube. And they're like long videos, like hours long.
Things only became worse when they heard the sound of several gunshots coming from the same direction.
Yeah. That doesn't even sound like a gunshot anymore.
Something not good's going on.
Something not good.
Now,
I'm so sorry. That's not funny. I'm so sorry. That's not funny. But that cut was really, really funny. Something not good is going on.
Still could have had a perfectly reasonable explanation.
Not
Maybe the person
likely.
screaming was being chased by a predator like a black bear and used their firearm in self-defense. However, what made this explanation unlikely were the few coherent words that could be heard in between the screaming, with the voice yelling for help and saying phrases like, "I hate you." The voice became even more disturbing after the gunshots, shouting what sounded like, "Somebody help, you effing killed her," and other disturbing phrases.
You fucking killed her? I thought we were just gonna hurt. What the fuck is wrong? I hate men. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This is why I only camp with women. This is why I only go into the woods with women. Like, cause yeah, they could kill me, but like, it's unlikely that they would do an insane psycho plot like this. Cause what do you mean? We were just gonna, like, if this is real and not fake, actually go fuck yourself. Like, actually, I hope you get eaten by a bear as you're going back to your car. Actually.
In addition to the screaming, shouting, and gunshots, the two also heard the sound of multiple cars speeding off, after which everything went silent. By now, Ted and Nick were convinced they had just heard a horrific crime take place less than half a mile from their location. Unfortunately,
the first part where they're saying, you fucking killed her, I do hear him say, you fucking killed her. And where they say, you said we were just gonna hurt her, it does sound like he said you were just gonna hurt her. Everything else does not sound clear. The original screaming, why the fuck did you do that, all of that we heard at the intro, that was very clear.
Fortunately, they didn't have cell service in the wilderness to make a report, and the only way out of the woods was in the same direction as the screaming. Getting too close and alerting what could be an armed and dangerous group could have been life-threatening. So they decided to stay silently hidden in the trees for the next few hours, and only moved back after it was completely dark out. The two eventually made it back to their car and drove to a spot with cell reception to report the incident. However, from what I was able to find, the authorities weren't able to locate a body or even find any evidence of a crime at the location Ted and Nick provided,
Is there a
leaving this
missing
disturbing
person?
encounter unresolved. People on the internet have come up with several theories to explain the situation, ranging from a firing squad execution to someone having a drug-fueled mental breakdown with a gun in their hand. But many have also accused the hunting public of
getting
faking
major
the whole
fake vibes from
thing,
this. You
which is a
say
common
they're
strategy
hunters.
by failing YouTube channels
Get
to go
paid for the
viral and
number
gain
of
new
YouTube video
viewers.
views
However,
they
the
get.
hunting public had a fairly consistent viewership before this video, and it didn't increase by a significant amount after the encounter. They also have over 1,400 other regular hunting videos, this being the only one with a strange encounter.
I don't care, so I don't
Typically
know.
channels
They're not too, it depends. But even some satellite phones aren't super reliable, you know? Yeah, I do think you should have one, always.
that fake
But a lot of men think they're untouchable.
videos have other
So.
suspicious content. The screams also seemed far too primal and emotional for anyone to fake that convincingly. Put simply, what they heard was more than likely real. Unfortunately, it's been over 3 years since the incident, and we still have no answers on what it was all about. You know how every year around this time, the temperature drops, everyone around you starts coughing, and suddenly
have a
you're
holiday?
convincing yourself you're probably fine?
You're
Yeah,
probably
that was
fine.
me a few weeks ago. I
Oh,
kept
Zoc-
brushing
is
off
this a
this
ZocDoc
awful sore
ad?
throat, but finally admitted to myself I couldn't just... And
Yep,
ZocDoc
yep,
chilling.
I knew it, sorry. They pay me.
In
on
November
my channel.
2022, a bow hunter from Michigan named Brendan Fitzpatrick was camping alone inside his hunting blind, waiting for a deer to pop into view, when suddenly he was startled by a voice he didn't recognize. Brendan looked outside to see who it was and came face to face with an angry-looking man pointing an AR directly at him. Brendan tried to explain the situation, but the man wasn't
Thank
willing
you,
to hear
Nomad.
any of it and kept
Nomad, you won the Swell Grand Prix. Bow, 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 bow.
becoming more and more hostile.
Coming out there right now.
All right.
But I just want to show you kind of why we're here. I mean, we pay good money to hunt this property. We've been hunting it for years.
No, you ain't been moving for years. I've been here 8 years.
Do you live on this property right here?
Sir, you're not listening to me. I'm not.
I just want to talk to you. I'm sorry.
He then told Brendan to put his phone down and said what can only be interpreted as a threat.
Put your phone down.
You have an AR in front of me. I'm scared.
Put your phone down.
Dude, I'm scared as right now.
Okay, well, it's going to be more scary. Put your phone down. Are you attacking me?
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. I'm hunting. I'm hunting with...
Drop your phone.
Oh, my God.
Drop your phone.
Sir,
Listen to me.
I'm bow hunting. I don't have any guns on me.
I don't give a f- I know that.
Him saying, "Are you attacking me?" while Brendan was doing everything in his power to cooperate and stay calm, it came off as him looking for an excuse to open fire and claim self-defense later.
Yeah.
He also kept ordering Brendan to get out of the area while repeatedly threatening him with his gun and his aggressive-sounding dog. Brendan explained that he wasn't trespassing, and that the land he was on was legally leased for bow hunting, which was true and was something he and his family had been doing for multiple years. However, despite
like
getting
Michigan
a
lives in
reasonable
Michigan.
explanation, the man refused to accept any of it and kept trying to intimidate Brendan. What made the encounter even more unsettling for Brendan was that the man refused to even state his name,
he's got a
making it
gun.
clear that he had no interest in a civil conversation. Not only that, but he also name-dropped Chai Vang when threatening Brendan, a violent criminal who took the lives of 6 people and injured 2 more members of a hunting party in 2004. Put
What
simply,
the
man was
fuck?
insinuating that he was
Is that a hunting deep cut, or is that just like lore that everyone spouts that hunts? Because that's crazy. We're moving to Japan. This story is a huge... I'm a teacher and have a kid going to school soon.
willing to do the same to Brendan if he didn't comply. Fortunately, Brendan was able to stay composed enough to not aggravate the man any further and live to see another day. Brendan later tried to press charges against the man, but the police weren't as helpful as he'd hoped. They essentially told him that he didn't have enough evidence to start a criminal case against the man and left it at that. However, that wasn't even the end of it, because a year later, on November 25, 2023, Brendan's brother encountered the same man while hunting in the area. Due to what happened the year prior, he made sure to position his tree stand more than 150 yards away from the site of the original confrontation. But for some reason, the man became even more hostile than last time and directly opened fire without saying a word. Luckily, none of the shots actually hit Brendan's brother, and he was able to leave the area without getting injured.
Giving militia.
However, according to Brendan, the authorities didn't file any charges against the man yet again, citing the same lack of evidence. Though people online suspect that the perpetrator might have connections at the local police department, allowing him to threaten the lives of innocent people and not face any consequences. The only silver lining in this disturbing case is that no one was actually hurt. Brendan and his family have also returned to hunting, likely at a completely different location.
That's actually happened, as I know the people that he killed.
On September 10,
militia.
2024, at approximately 7:45 a.m., two fishermen were kayaking down Lake Emery in Franklin, North
we've
Carolina,
seen this story.
when one of them spotted what appeared.
I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead. This is unfortunately one where they found the body of a woman in the water. So we're gonna go ahead and skip this one, just because I do know what does happen.
Simple task infinitely more difficult, as drowning becomes a stronger possibility with each passing second. To make matters worse, the water Ethan was in was also extremely cold. Even if he could stay afloat with heavy waders, he still risked contracting hypothermia and passing out before drowning. The cold water was also tensing up his muscles and making it difficult to keep moving. And to top it all off, he was also completely alone on this trip. Having someone with you on any nature expedition increases the chances of survival exponentially.
Yep.
Even if a partner isn't able to help directly, they can at the very least call for help. Ethan, however, didn't have that option. All he could do was keep his calm and keep swimming toward the shore with all his energy. Fortunately, this worked. After a brief but intense struggle, he was able to find the underwater ledge and make it out relatively unharmed.
Jeez.
And while his determination and level-headed approach certainly helped, his surviving the incident was nothing short of incredibly lucky.
Jeez.
In May 2017, 45-year-old Richard Wesley was out bow hunting in Ontario, Canada, when
I don't
he
get why
suddenly
people
came
do things like this
face-to-face
alone.
with the
As someone
last
that does
animal
things
you wanna
alone,
see in
I
the
feel like when you're
wilderness,
dealing with
a bear.
Is that a bear?
He initially tried to lay low in the bushes and hoped the bear would walk away without noticing him. Unfortunately, he was in a wide open area, resulting in the bear seeing him and coming toward him. One of the only options he really had left at this point was to run away, which, considering a bear's top speed of up to 35 miles per hour or roughly 55 kilometers an hour, wasn't really possible. Or he could stand his ground and try to scare the bear away before it got too close, because if the bear actually decided to attack, Richard would have no real way of winning that fight. Black bears can generate a bite force of up to 1,000 psi with their 2.5-inch long teeth, which is enough to easily fracture a human skull or even sever the head completely from the neck. Adult black bears can also weigh up to 600 pounds
Bears
or
are so scary. I'm glad
272
my
kilograms.
count
In
tree
other
doesn't have
words,
bears.
once a black bear is
Never
on
go
top
alone,
of
especially if
you,
you pass
there's
as a
no
woman.
practical way to get it off.
Terrifying.
Plus, the weight alone can also cause asphyxiation within seconds. Not to mention the 2-inch long claws that can leave deep lacerations down to the bone. So even if the bear decided to leave Richard alone after a single claw swipe, he would have likely bled out right there before help arrived. With all this in mind, he stood up and tried to intimidate the bear. Unfortunately, this backfired horribly.
Oh God.
Quiet! 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 Quiet!
Instead of running away, the bear lunged at Richard and slammed into the ground. For a moment, he thought this was the end, but as he was falling down, something exceptionally lucky happened. The wooden bow Richard was holding in his hand got shoved into the bear's jaw. This not only kept the bear from shredding his arm, but biting into the wood also disoriented it enough to make it turn and leave Richard alone. So, despite coming dangerously close to losing his life, Richard was able to walk away with only a few minor bruises. Yet, while he
He's
escaped
so
physical
fucking lucky, and he got the sickest footage of all fucking time. He is so lucky, and he got sick footage. He got good. I'm so you know what? Game recognizes game. He got good. He is so lucky, but he got that. That's kind of really. Hey, a bear jumped me, and I'm good. Like, that's crazy. Did I tell you how I met a bear and I won because I had a bow with me?
The psychological impact of this attack on him and his family was significant.
Yeah, no, I'd get
As
the
he
fuck out of
stated in
there.
an interview later, "We watched the video footage. My stomach just tightened, and my wife started crying. Instead of admitting that I'm scared, and I probably should have went and talked to a professional about what happened, but I just downplayed it." That said, the experience also left Richard with a far deeper appreciation for the life he has.
Bye, Buzz. Okay. Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna find Christmas horror. Scary holiday footage. Okay, this is from a year ago. 30 scariest Christmas encounters caught on camera. This is probably bullshit, chat.
A Reddit user was going through old photos from their memory box when they came across a childhood Christmas picture from the early 2000s. The picture shows the user on the right and their older sister on the left. At first glance, it seems like just a typical Christmas snapshot. However, when they shifted their focus to the far right, something unsettling caught their eye. It appeared to be some kind of entity or demon, with a clear face and body, and a thin black arm seemingly touching the back of the user's neck.
If I even have
The
proof,
Redditor
everyone needs to
couldn't
hear
help but
that.
be
Yeah.
terrified by the discovery and asked the community to help identify what they could be seeing. A family in northern Minnesota.
Because they look
was
so
enjoying
huggable, but
their
I know they'd be
Christmas
terrifying.
when they suddenly
You guys have
noticed
sorry.
unusual movement
You guys have
outside their
kangaroos
home.
though. You guys have kangaroos and they have big scary claws and can like box and shit.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Got a tree. Oh my god. Did you see that?
Looking out, they saw a tall, dark figure standing upright before it disappeared.
Big. Oh my god, you see
You
it?
went outside?
Oh my god. No way.
That can't be.
What the hell?
Why would you go outside?
Oh.
Oh, you're going to
Oh, no.
No, you let the. Why'd you let your dog go? No. Recall. Recall.
We're real scared of them.
When they head outside to get a better look, their family dog immediately gives chase. But both the dog
Oh,
and the
God.
mysterious figure disappear into the forest.
Oh my god.
That's huge. I can't tell how tall it would be. It could just be a person in all black that's moving kind of wonky.
Oh my god. We better get back inside, guys.
Oh, really? You don't say.
Moments later, the figure reappeared.
Oh,
in
wait,
the
no, its
snow
its
and
arms are kind of a
deliberately
weird
before
length.
disappearing again, leaving the family to wonder what they had witnessed. Could this be real evidence of Bigfoot, or is there another explanation?
The arms are a weird length. I will give them that.
This photo, taken during a Christmas gathering a couple of years ago, shows the host's wife and mother-in-law, but something unsettling can be seen in the background. An elderly woman standing alone
All
in
right.
the yard.
Hi, Diva.
Strange part, no one at the gathering noticed her presence at the time, and the yard is enclosed by a masonry fence.
That would
making
scare the
it
shit out of me
impossible
later.
for anyone to simply wander in unnoticed. The area is known for unusual occurrences, with locals reporting eerie sounds and unexplained phenomena. The neighborhood also has a haunting history, as it was the site of a Japanese internment
usually
camp
chill if you
during
leave them
World
alone.
War II. Could
That are
this
dangerous,
image
but
be
they're
an
also
apparition
stupid.
from the
I'm sorry. I
past?
love how you say broided out.
Christmas, everybody! A group of men were out on the slopes when disaster struck.
Oh.
What the heck?
A massive avalanche came roaring down, heading straight toward them. Fortunately, the video reveals that no injuries occurred, as the snow had dissipated into mist by the time it reached those filming.
Yeah. They're also way up higher
A parent
ground.
captured their child's performance in a Christmas choir, but their innocent
Terrifying.
recording took an unsettling turn.
That's just a kid being weird. Is that not just a child being weird? Why is it filmed on a potato?
The video shows a grey-looking girl behaving oddly, and the parents who recorded the video
They write it out because
believe
they're full of
parts of her body
testosterone, which makes them buff and
intermittently
dumb.
disappeared.
Ah, I see.
A few days later, the same parent sent
Run.
an image of the girl covering her ears.
Let their
confirming
dogs
it
out
was
like
the
that.
same
I have no
child
idea.
from the
Hermes
video.
doesn't.
According to the family, the girl wasn't a student at the school. Was it a ghost?
Like really burned
or was
out,
it
yeah.
just a bored
I think it's a
child?
glitch because every child looks like they don't have a face.
After a heavy snowfall, two friends ventured into a forest for an exciting snowboarding adventure. One of them had a camera mounted on their helmet to document their journey, while the other followed closely behind. As they weaved through
Is
the
this a
snowy
bear?
landscape,
Is
they
this another bear?
inadvertently captured something remarkable.
Hi, Sparkly. Have you been here the whole time?
I can't.
Oh no.
No, I gotta like drop in.
Is that a bear?
What?
I thought this was the footage of the man being stuck.
Oh my god.
Is that a bear? Or no, is that a bear? Yeah, a bear.
I'm going through it.
Situational awareness of an avocado. Been lurking and eating tacos. Also, this is the quality of my childhood videos, so LOL.
Oh shit.
Like,
Wait, what is that? Holy shit.
Nestled beneath the roots of a massive tree, a bear was seen resting inside.
So
a
the bear
burrow,
was like, "Why the
partially
fuck are you out
obscured
here?"
By the snow. Startled by their presence, the bear scrambled up the tree in a
It
bid
looks
to
bigger than you
escape.
would think. I don't
The
think it's a
friends,
baby bear.
completely unaware of the bear until this moment, were incredibly fortunate. Instead of charging or acting defensively, the bear chose to flee, leaving them unharmed. This CCTV footage captured something truly chilling.
Ghosts want to make out, I guess. I mean, everything is mostly off camera. Okay, that's weird.
Jingle bells hanging from the ceiling.
That's
start to
mistletoe,
sway
not just.
on their
That's
own,
not jingle
despite
bells.
the
That's
still air.
mistletoe.
Moments later, music begins to play, and furniture shifts unnervingly.
There sounds like
as
a mix
it
of
moved
Irish
by
news reporter and
unseen
American.
hands. With no logical explanation, could this be evidence
I hate this
of
guy in the
paranormal?
corner. I hate this.
In Cleveland, Ohio, grandmother Cindy Reed was babysitting her granddaughter Nova when something unsettling happened.
You're so funny. I can't wait until summer gets here so we can go outside and play.
I miss Mimi.
I miss you too.
Oh, I've seen this
I
one.
miss you too. What? What? Who's coming?
Here coming.
Who? You see somebody back there?
Him.
Who?
Him.
We've seen this one.
Yeah.
Where's he
Him.
at? Is he in our house?
Yeah.
Where? Show me. Where's he at? He's right in front of you?
Yep.
Who is it?
A guy.
Who's there, mister?
Why would a man be
What are
there?
you doing in our... Where's he at? In the dining room?
Yep.
Show me him. Go show me him. Give me your hand. Take me to him.
This him.
Take me to him. Show me.
This him.
Wait, let me... Show me. Is he right here?
Yep.
He's in our dining room?
Yeah.
What are you doing in our dining room, mister? What does he look like?
I bug.
He's got bug eyes?
Yeah.
What are you doing in our living room, mister? Get. You go back home. You go back wherever you came from. What's he doing? Come on, you're creeping me out.
You're creeping me out. Let's go.
Mimi, we're going upstairs. Yeah, you're scared, Mimi.
And again, they leave the dog.
Nova suddenly claimed to see a man with bug eyes
You're
standing
creeping
in
me
the
out.
dining room. Cindy, terrified, decided to move upstairs with Nova. Nova's mother later shared the video online, mentioning that Cindy has a strong fear of anything paranormal. Despite this, Nova continues to see the strange man around the house, although no no one else can.
Sir, do you pay the mortgage? Please leave. Let's go for ice cream.
This Reddit user took a picture on Christmas Day.
Okay, yes, I took this
to
picture
show
on
off
Christmas
their
Day to show off all the
gifts
gifts in my
decorated
tree. Someone on IG pointed that it looks
it
like...
wasn't until someone pointed it out on Instagram that they noticed something strange in the photo. In the background, near the tree, a faint figure appears to be moving toward the bathroom door. They
Oh,
couldn't
God,
stop looking
what are
at
you
the
talking...
image,
No.
trying to make sense of what they saw.
No. No.
This
Absolutely
man was
not.
skiing in an unfamiliar area.
Oh, I've seen
when
this
he
one.
Accidentally went off a 50-foot cliff.
I've seen this
not
one.
Realizing
It's horrifying.
The edge was there.
Horrifying. This one's so scary. Ugh.
Thank you. Head hurts a little, and my ribs from the back.
Look at how high that was.
Miraculously,
He's
he
so
survived
fucking
the fall,
lucky.
landing
He's
in
so
soft
fucking lucky
snow
that was
cushioned
powder.
his landing and left him with only minor injury.
He's so fucking lucky.
Surprisingly, he continued skiing right after. Reddit user Genuine Intrigue shared a chilling clip from their outdoor camera,
You know, to go,
which
what is it?
monitors their backyard.
Let's see. Okay, that's a camera artifacting. That's unless it turns into corporeal thing, I don't care. That's just camera artifacting.
The footage shows a strange white mist moving through the darkness.
That's hardly a
triggering the
mist.
camera's motion detection.
Hi, Swell, hi.
Despite their efforts to figure out
It
what
was on
caused
snow,
the
yeah.
weird figure, the user couldn't find an explanation. They considered the possibility of a bug or spider on the lens, but this seemed unlikely since snow was clearly visible in the foreground. This Reddit user shared a video filmed by a sister's friend while skiing in Victoria,
My sister's friend filmed her
Australia.
skiing. Knows the black figure hovering nearby. Again, I don't... It looks like a weird shadow for some reason. I don't think that's anything else.
A black figure can be seen hovering over the skier.
Yeah,
the
no.
figure is unnaturally still, contrasting with the skier's movement. It leaves viewers wondering if it's paranormal or a reflection from the snow.
Snow is very... People don't
Imagine-
realize how reflective snow can be, I don't think. Because, like, at the end of the day, snow is like tiny little mirrors. You really don't realize what it can do to a camera.
Was driving back home in Erie, Pennsylvania after a heavy lake effect snow covered the area. That's when he captured this video.
Hold on, I think a new flood watch got issued. 1 second. Hang on. Sorry, guys. Okay, you're acting like it just got issued. But it's not. Okay. Sorry, they acted as if it was just issued. It looks like it was not just issued. We're under flood watch for tomorrow. Unless they changed it. Yeah, no, it says tomorrow. I don't know why they're acting like it was a new one that was issued. I don't know. We got high winds watch most of tomorrow, though. On top of it all. So fun.
No.
Yeah, we have a big storm coming for Christmas.
Nope, he's not gonna stop. Oh,
Uh-oh.
man.
Yeah, they can't
Oh,
stop.
man.
You're an idiot.
Wow.
Trains can't stop like
A
that.
train collides with a semi-truck stuck on railroad tracks. Fortunately, the driver was able to quickly exit the
Ugh.
vehicle. So when the train struck the truck, the driver was not injured. In this video, a mom and her 2-year-old son were decorating the
If
Christmas
we aren't
tree
burning, we're
when
flooding. Yep.
something unexpected happened.
that we don't have the arm to come down when the train is near. Driving in those areas is so stressful, terrifying video, dude. I don't like how that baby is looking at things. Okay, I think the audio cut out because of the music. Her looking at the camera. They probably got a copyright strike because it's Christmas music.
After she hung an ornament in memory of her late father, her son began saying, "Ghost." He then started waving at something unseen, his gaze fixed on an empty
I boiled a whole
spot
pot
in
of
the
water
room.
away. Luckily,
Could
nothing
it
was in
have
it.
been the
Oh, I'm
presence
sorry, Phoenix.
of his granddad's soul?
Christmas canceled. Sure.
A Reddit user snapped a
My
photo
ghost's gonna
with
be
her phone on
besties with Kill and
Christmas
Poker.
while visiting her parents' friends. Days later, she noticed something chilling.
Oh,
on
the
image.
legs?
Semi-transparent feet standing in the center of the room.
I
when
mean-
she sent the picture to her parents' friends, they were understandably.
Is this child wearing shorts or pants? Because did this child barefoot walk over here and then, or is this little girl wearing shorts? Or a skirt or something? Like,
shaken.
it is
by
weird.
the
I'll give you that. I don't think it's, it looks like another photo on top of the photo
Two
though.
skiers found themselves in a life-threatening situation while trekking through a high-altitude trail amidst heavy snow. A sudden blizzard struck, and it left them trapped and buried under the snow.
Damn.
When situations like this occur, the lack of oxygen and extreme cold can cause suffocation and hypothermia.
Help me, please.
Fortunately, these two skiers were incredibly lucky. Two snowboarders happened to pass by and came to their rescue. The snowboarders managed to dig them out, allowing them to catch their breath and survive.
Jesus.
This TikToker, known for posting funny life moments, shared a video that stands out from his usual content.
Why is he
While
staring
was
at me like
sleeping,
that?
His security camera captured this.
What?
The situation got even stranger when a sharp-eyed viewer noticed the corner of the rug lifting off the ground just before the video ended. Is this a paranormal event, or is it just a clever prank?
I'm going prank because why
While
does the
driving
ghost
to
want to
their
freak out
Christmas
this guy?
destination with his wife, two sons and
Boys'
dogs,
ears are
this Redditor received an alert from their baby monitor about a strange noise in their empty home.
Okay. What the fuck is
The
that?
noise made no sense since they had just left. The user confirmed they weren't home, offering proof with timestamps from the monitor. The last event recorded was them leaving at 3:20 p.m. and the sound was captured immediately after. What could have caused this
What the fuck
noise
was that?
in their empty house?
It does sound like a machine because it's really
woman returned
repetitive.
home on a cold, snowy day to find her ex-husband's car parked outside. He was waiting for her and asked to reconcile, but she refused.
Yeah, no, fuck that. Oh no! Get in the house, get in the house, get in the house. Can you go? Where are you going? Ugh, I hate men. Fuck off. Oh my fucking god.
In a fit of anger, he attempted to run her over with his
Oh!
car. She quickly dodged his attacks and managed to escape unharmed. How the situation eventually unfolded remains unknown.
What do you mean? Is she okay or not? Is
A
this
family
man in
staying
jail or
her
not for
lodge
attempted
suddenly
murder?
Noticed a strange figure outside. Against the white snow, a massive dark shape stood out, much larger than any human and built very differently. Pay attention to the size of the figure compared to the pine trees at the start of the video.
It wouldn't be a
It
Yeti
seems
because
like it
a
could
Yeti would be
only one
white.
thing. What is it?
Duh.
This family documented unsettling paranormal activity within their home. It began with the discovery of massive, inexplicable handprints, far too large for any human.
Oh, okay.
As the days passed, more eerie events unfolded, with objects moving on
Whoa,
their own.
Yetis.
Sí, no manches. Sí. Sí.
That's weird. I'll give you that.
Verga.
Two
Then,
too
late
conveniently
one
timed
night,
with him getting
they
out.
captured this in their backyard.
No mamen, chavos. Amigos, la neta es que nos habían prohibido grabar. Por eso que no habíamos subido nada. Ven, amor.
The swing moved back and forth on its own. What could be behind these unnerving events?
String?
In early 2014, Dustin Keyshaw captured this photograph near the Smith and Morehouse Reservoir
Sick.
in Utah.
That looks so cool.
The image showcased an enormous footprint in the snow, measuring approximately 20 inches long and 8 inches wide. The track was found near a river and appeared to have been freshly made, likely within the past 24 hours. Dustin, familiar with the area, noted that reports of Bigfoot activity around Smith and Morehouse are not uncommon, with numerous reports of sightings of mysterious figures and unexplained phenomena, including sounds such as tree knocks, often attributed to Sasquatches by enthusiasts. Could this footprint truly belong
The
to
tree knock
Bigfoot?
thing, the tree knock thing I never understood. That was something a lot of the the Bigfoot researchers that I spoke to were like, we heard knocks. And I'm like, okay, why do you think knocks are attributed to Bigfoot? And no one's been able to give me like a real answer, frankly. Need to go barefoot in the winter.
This Reddit user shared a
Simodius.
strange image taken on New Year's Eve.
All right.
At first, nothing seemed
Oh my
unusual.
god. I'm really
On
sick of
closer
the
inspection,
lens
a
flare.
childlike figure appears above their heads in the photo. 2 weeks later,
Could it
the
be-
user found out their wife was pregnant, leading to speculation that the apparition might be connected to the pregnancy.
Wow.
A couple was on a holiday trip in a serene
Wow.
mountain area blanketed with snow.
Okay, Snow
While
Wolf, let's see
driving
it.
through the snowy roads, they decided to stop, and as their car sat parked and locked, an unexpected visitor appeared.
Why would you leave your car unlocked? Oh, hello. I don't think this is weird. It's just yeah, you've melted ice coming off your car probably. Don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. Don't open the door. Don't be dumb. Very cool. Hi. Yeah, you probably have melted snow on your car.
No, just leave it.
It's flying in the freaking car. It's flying in the car.
That's so funny. Wolves or dogs?
Oh, we have to go.
Keep moving. Okay.
A snow wolf emerged from the snow and began circling their
Hey, a
car,
snack.
inspecting it curiously.
See, I would just
While
sit
the
there.
wolf
Why
was
not? What's it
undeniably
doing? Who
majestic
cares?
And captivating, they were acutely aware of how dangerous the encounter could become.
You're inside a car. You're
After what
fine.
felt like an eternity, the wolf lost interest and wandered off.
No, they
into the
started
snow.
moving. And it scared the
These
shit out
mountaineers
of the
were
wolf.
scaling the peak of a remote, snow-covered mountain, surrounded by endless whiteness and solitude. But
Whiteness
then,
and
something
solitude.
shocking appeared at the summit ahead.
What is it?
It's a person, dude.
Mood.
No, seriously, pull over, pull over. It's a person standing there.
Why is it wobbling?
Dude, if you seen what I seen right now?
I don't think it's a person. I think it's like a. It's
The sheer
def-
presence of a figure
Okay,
at
that
such
looks like a
altitude
person.
in such isolation
It's not
seemed
moving, though.
impossible. Its massive size didn't appear human. Could this be a Sasquatch or a Yeti?
It's not moving, and also it's very difficult to determine the size of something against a flat backdrop like that.
A man decided to spend his holidays in New York City when a winter storm hit. Apparently, this is what happens.
So when you live in New York City and you live in a high-rise building and there's a storm outside, there actually will be a bunch of creepy sounds because the building is actually moving because of the wind. They're made to move. And listen to how creepy the sounds are.
High-rise
Yeah.
buildings are designed to move slightly with the wind to prevent damage during storms. which creates these eerie, unsettling sounds. Doesn't feel very safe, does it? In the cold winter of British Columbia, a couple had an unforgettable experience. As they were driving, they spotted a lone wolf by the side of the road. But as they got out, they realized they were surrounded.
We're surrounded by wolves.
We're surrounded by wolves.
Eerie howls echoed through the air, coming from a pack hidden in the forest.
Stay in your car. This is an easy
the wolves
solution.
remained out of sight, leaving the couple unharmed.
On January 13th, 2020, in Ontario, Canada, a normal winter day turned frightening for a group of workers in the forest. As they worked, they heard this.
It's giving nature. It's giving you are outside. This is what you city slickers would call outside. I'd be getting in the car so fast I don't know why they're just chilling outside. I don't know. The old gods are returning and they are just aura farming. I do like the idea of the old gods like coming back and they're like, we're going to bring on Armageddon. And instead they just get really into the idea of watching humans fuck up our humanity. Like they really don't have to do anything. We just become their favorite reality show. And they're like, we could cause Armageddon, but like they're doing it. They got this, you know? We might as well just watch.
All three men.
Different gods have different like favorite countries that they like watching, you know?
And felt uneasy, sensing something
It's a
was
wood mill?
wrong.
Ah,
One
it could
man
be a wood mill.
recorded the sound on his phone and later shared the video online. What could be causing these noises? Are they
So
from an
many
animal,
things.
or is it something more frightening?
Hate that image.
These
Oh.
men set out to investigate a cabin in Colorado belonging to a woman who believes it is haunted.
Hi, my name is Sarah Evans.
Okay.
I live in Florida now, and I've lived here for almost 22 years.
Mood.
And my husband and I decided that we wanted to get a house somewhere that was completely different. So we found a house. It's just the surroundings are so beautiful, and it is quite cold, but it's just a nice change for us to go back and forth. After I moved in,
He said online.
got to know a few of the locals. and
Online.
Several of them had told me that there was a little
They lose their
boy
favorite reality show,
that
yeah.
used to live in this house.
Just to
and
Mew.
He fell into the
Okay,
earth.
flexing on us with the
And he
second
drowned.
property. And he drowned.
Ooh. Hey. Real quick. No bullshit.
Whoa.
Do these look like adult footprints or?
No.
Those look like kids, right?
No bullshit.
Here, wait. Check this out. Hold on. I just want to do this for your sake. Here, look. This is the size of one of my footprints. That's an adult footprint. Those are tiny, huh?
Yeah. Small child shoes, something just like sprinted across the bridge.
So it's the impression of the foot. Look at them, like they ran across it.
Look, it's all on one side.
That gives us no scale with the
That's not
perspective,
that
yeah.
close. That's only like 2 feet. Me and you, we probably have about a 3-foot step when we're not running.
Is this bridge sturdy?
Whoa.
Thank you for following, Nissan. Yank in. Molecules.
It said yank in.
Oh my god.
Yank in.
The ovulus said yanked in.
Were you yanked in? Dude, all the hairs are standing up on my body right now. Major goosebumps, bro. Every hair.
It's
on
not
my
like
body
small
stood
adults
up because
exist.
We know a kid drown here, and it was one of two things. It was either saying that the kid felt like he was yanked in by something, or that maybe something wanted to yank one of us in. Ugh.
They were like, yeah, you guys are real annoying.
Are you telling me that someone yanked you in the ice? What were you yanked in by? What yanked you in? Or do you want to yank me in?
As they explore both the cabin
Psst,
and the
asking this
surrounding
question
area,
while you were
they
standing
hear
on
eerie
this very
noises
narrow
resembling
bridge is
children's
insane.
voices and stumble
I know, we're
upon
ignoring the
small
molecules.
footprints in the snow, which leaves them deeply unsettled. Then they witness something truly chilling.
Cut the light.
Dude, I swear to God, I just saw something run past, like, outside. Something moved. What is that? Do you see that right there?
Dude,
What is that?
I don't
Oh,
know,
bro,
but
it's
just-
moving. It's moving. What the fuck is that?
Oh my God.
Dude. What the fuck, bro?
I can't. I thought that was a shadow.
Bro. It, like, disappeared.
Dude, I'm feeling all types of weird right now.
A dark figure emerges, walking in the distance. Could this be a paranormal entity, or is there a more grounded explanation?
I mean, probably
Two
grounded.
friends driving on a lonely road in Russia suddenly spotted a dark creature walking along the right side of
All right,
the road.
Bigfoot, let's see it.
Это что? Это кто такой?
Oh, please.
Thinking it
Don't
might
waste
be
my time.
Bigfoot,
Don't waste
they
my time.
decided to get out of their car and follow it.
Why? Thinking it might be a cryptid that no one has really captured solid footage of, we decided to be the ones to do it with our potato cameras and leave the relative safety of our vehicle to be totally exposed in the elements and to this unknown creature that we have no idea if it's violent towards humans or not. We have no idea.
Ты кто там вообще?
Oh, they're running, stupid.
Ты кто такой?
Is it a bear? Watch it be a bear.
Чувак.
Why do you have a potato? Okay, sure. Bigfoot migrates all the way to Russia, and he still can't escape
However,
the
the
idiocracy
creature
of man.
vanished into the forest before they could get a closer look. The footage they captured isn't very clear, leaving room for speculation.
Like, okay, if I were to think that I saw Bigfoot, okay, I would probably stay a safe distance away and I would pull over to film. I would probably stay inside my vehicle because I would assume we really have no idea if these are pack animals. We have no idea if these are loners. We have no way of knowing if we see one, how many do we not see? You know what I'm saying? I'm staying in the vehicle, but I'll probably stop to film it, you know?
These hikers were trekking along a
I think
high
this is the
altitude
last one.
trail when their detector picked up something unusual. Beneath the snow, they discovered a dead creature. Something unusual.
What?
I got a very strong signal. What? What?
You're fucking joking.
What the heck is that thing? Oh my god.
They suspect it could be a Yeti, but is it real or all staged? And if it's staged, how would you even go about setting something like that up? And now, watch this next terrifying video.
Okay, let's go back to scary holiday footage. Let's see. Hang on, videos, because I don't want shorts. Let's see. I think we're out of luck, chat. Yeah, we're into AI territory now. OMG, a pack of Bigfoot. I really hope they are solitary. Yeah. Can't be too hard. Yeah. Let's see. Goth Girl Winter. I'm gonna save this for later. Scam. Waste time organically. Analog doom scrolling. Alright. Let's do trail encounters.
On May 6th, 2014, two men were out jogging on the Machita Wind trails.
Is there a Christmas horror game, Sparkly? Because I will play a Christmas horror game.
In Fort McMurray, Alberta, and everything seemed perfectly normal. That was until something came out of the woods that made their hearts race far more than any workout ever could. One of the joggers pulled out his phone and started recording, and things quickly turned intense.
The Sarah cleanup detail? What is that?
No, we're no good. No good.
Pausing workout.
No good. Not the bear. Little Furby-like toy that won't turn itself off and you have to hide it from your mother on Christmas. That's crazy.
You have to let us go today. For the buffalo. You have to let us go. We got nothing for you. We have nothing.
We have nothing. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Back. Stay. That's it. That's as far as you're going. Stop. Stop. Right now. Stop.
We can't. We can't.
Get
All
together.
right?
Get us together. We'll look bigger together.
We can't, man. We can't.
Just stay together. Stay together.
We can't.
Stay together. Right, stay together large. Let's back away from... Let them go at you, go by.
Yeah.
I'll smash him in the head
Yeah.
with this rock. Hey!
Go on. Go on your way.
Come on. Good.
It'll be your part from now on, okay?
Okay, great.
Yeah?
Look around for a rock. Wait a second. If he hits, I gotta hit him in the head. Back!
The bear got dangerously close and, for some reason, didn't attack. The men didn't have any bear spray or any way to protect themselves, so their only option was to get as far away from the bear as possible. Unfortunately, it stayed close, forcing the joggers to avoid making any sudden moves.
Stay together. As long as we look like that. Good, 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 good. 2 rocks up.
Let us go. Let us go. Don't be looking like that. It's not nice.
Holy sh**.
Hey.
Attaboy, big guy. Beautiful. Attaboy. Attaboy.
Now the
Sorry,
bear
I'm
got
turning
distracted by a
something off. Hang
tree and eventually...
Sorry, 1 second. Sorry. Okay. I keep getting notifications from people that are being insane on my post. Like, I'm getting... Okay, let me put it this way. I really don't want to hear replies from men on Substack. I really don't. It's a new level of bean soup that I find fascinating. There's a level of bean soupification from the replies that I find fascinating and annoying. Also, I hate the plugging of their own essays. 1 second. AI is going to open up an unimaginable frontier that is literally unimaginable to the human mind. No, it's not, because AI is trained off of things created by the human mind. Plus, this is the prelude to introducing alien life that the government has previously hidden. Like, I'm supposed to take this person seriously? Like, what are we talking about? Yeah, I'm just the amount of men that are like talking about AI as if like it's great and we don't understand it. Whatever. Fuck off.
They left the joggers alone. Seeing that they had a fairly safe distance to run, they decided to restart that jog session and sprinted straight to the car, where they finally got inside and away from any possible danger.
Mood. Any possible danger. A few times this week and forgetting to look up what it means. Oh, sorry. Bean soup is, or bean soupification, comes from a video on TikTok, okay, where a woman made a recipe for a high iron bean soup with beans in it, okay, for like when you're on your period and you need a lot of iron, things like that, okay, bean soup. She then made a follow-up video, okay, answering a bunch of questions from people who apparently can't Google something, can't think of anything in their lives, okay? And at the end of the video, she goes, and for people who commented that they don't like beans, I don't know what else you would substitute because the recipe calls for a lot of beans. And so it was like the bean soupification is like the new form of context collapse, okay? Where it's you are only looking at the what is not and you like apply it to everything else. It's the okay, I like waffles. Oh, so you fucking hate pancakes. What about meism of I love waffles. Well, I can't eat waffles. So what about that? You know, it's kind of like it's the bean soup is the, you know, extreme form of all these different things that are happening of the what about meism and the context collapse on social media. That's what I'm dealing with, is complete fucking psychos that are apparently dick riding AI because I said that I don't want to read your AI writing and shit. Someone also was like, well, this assumes a couple of different things about literature, and then starts talking about dyslexia. Motherfucker, I have dyslexia. Go fuck yourself. I don't again, this is I don't want to read your AI written slop. Go fuck yourself. And it's always a grown fucking man. Who is talking to you? I am not. I know the world is talking to you. I'm not. Go away. Go make your wife unhappy. I don't fucking know. Leave me alone. Go bother another woman or something. Go bother anyone else. Leave me alone. Another big familiar one is Black Lives Matter, so white lives don't. Yes, that's a huge one. It's like, what about, I think all lives matter. And it's like, well, we're talking about the people that are actually getting shot by cops right now. That's the reality. Let's talk about that, you know. One of my D&D players tried to give me an AI backstory for their completely AI written. Yeah, no, absolutely not. Trebos that said something along the lines of, if you want to see people who lack any agency in life, go to any recipe comments. Yeah. The stream was absolutely amazing. Heading to bed. I'll see you later. Good luck with people who don't like beans. Have a good night, Phoenix. Oh my god, that's frustrating. Yeah. Yeah, that was a bear trap they passed, I think. They're likely in an area where bears routinely get snuck food by tourists. What if I don't like beans? Can I use chicken? Yeah. Living in a small town, I heard that way too much. Yeah. So that's the bean soup, bean soupification. It's the how about you accept that not every situation is designed for you? How about you accept that not everything that doesn't apply to you is an attack on you? How about you just accept that if you as an individual have free agency and you can do whatever the fuck you want? If you don't want to eat bean soup, go and make another recipe. No one is telling you you have to make this bean soup recipe if you don't like beans. You are a human adult. You can go do whatever the fuck you want, you know? How do you mask the flavor of bullshit? That's horrifying. One of my friends talked about how he was with his grandma in the car and she came across a BLM sign and she didn't know what it was. So he explained BLM and she goes, I understand, but why isn't it all lives matter? In the most innocent tone from someone who lives under a rock that I could think is bless her soul. Yeah. I mean, I think if you're able to explain Black Lives Matter fully, then I think it's very apparent what the situation is. You know, because at the time and now we are also seeing, you know, a further proof that, you know, immigrant lives don't matter. You know, people that are here, whether legally or not, they are being eaten by the system and being deported to countries they are not from simply because this government has decided they don't matter. That's it. Because they don't look American. They don't look white. That's it. Like, that is the reality. Whereas at the time, like, people were being killed by police in many instances for doing fucking nothing. And it was being swept under the rug because these were Black people. It was being ignored. They were getting paid leave when they took a life. So I think if you fully explain it, then I think it's very clear why it's not white all lives matter or white lives matter.
Pausing workout.
Take that rock and put it in your garden.
What?
They were absolutely terrified, and just by looking at their faces, you can tell they genuinely thought that might have been the day everything ended. Fortunately, they're still alive, but they definitely learned a lesson. Next time they decide to jog on wooded trails, they'll need to bring bear spray to avoid situations like this. And honestly, that bear was more than big enough to do some serious damage.
I don't think it's a black bear. I think that might be, is that a brown bear or black bear? Some brown bears can look like black bears, but they're usually that size. I think that's a brown, I don't think, it's kind of small. It's genuinely hard. That's a black bear? Okay. There's no hump. You're right.
Nat is a girl who's been living full-time on the road since
I'm so sorry. Nat is a girl. Thank you.
2021 with her dog, Pike. She travels across the country, hitting the best scenic routes and tackling rugged trails, all while recording her adventures for her channel. In this particular video, however, she ran into something completely unexpected, something that would destroy her camp. She had found a seemingly perfect spot to spend the night, somewhere in the high alpine region of Colorado.
Hi, buddy. We are here in high alpine Colorado, and it is a lot colder here than in southern Colorado. To be fair, I did choose to come to this location specifically because in the next couple of days, they are calling for a really significant snowstorm. And we really haven't had a lot of snow. And I'm really looking forward to a winter wonderland. It is Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that can be fun for 5 minutes. No one calls it high alpine? Gotcha. High alpine.
And I'm gonna be cooking my Thanksgiving meal over the campfire.
While Nat was cooking, night slowly fell, and before she knew it, darkness had fully set in. But later that night, something very strange
I'm assuming she knew
happened.
it was getting dark.
I have no idea why there's a helicopter outside my camp.
Oh, you hear it.
Like, if it was search and rescue, I feel like I would see flashlights and hear people, like, shouting and, like, setting up a base camp, maybe?
Is that her generator?
Oh my
or
gosh,
their
I think I hear another helicopter coming.
I think that's her generator. I don't think that's the helicopter. The dog's like, okay.
Yeah, helicopter just landed right there. You can kind of see the flashing light.
What?
So loud and so close. I don't know what's going on. What is happening?
Me talking to Hermes.
Okay, whatever it was, they're gone. I hope no one was hurt. I kind of feel like it was one of those flight for life or whatever helicopters, because this whole situation is just really bizarre.
But little did she know the helicopters would return very soon.
I hear another helicopter. Oh no. It's flying right on top of us.
Is there a light on your camper? Will it know that you are there so it doesn't land on you?
Is this helicopter like parked in the middle of the road? I am so confused.
Chill doggy though.
Weird. I think I see flashing lights. So I think someone has
Nice
a
try,
flashlight.
Siren Head.
If it wasn't so dark, I'd be able to see what's going on. This is so weird.
I'm driving away. Yeah, I'd pack
Okay,
up
it's
camp.
flying away.
Is that a vehicle?
The helicopters landed on the road, almost as if people had gotten out. They left shortly after, but then this happened.
Do they know you are there?
Oh my god! What is going on? I just knocked into my camp.
Yeah, see? Oh, you have a light out. She's a light on. What the fuck?
Look at what just happened. This helicopter just flew in and knocked over everything.
Did it hit something? Like, was it the propeller?
Oh my god. Diesel everywhere.
Oh god.
I hope my diesel heater didn't break. Like 2 helicopters just came in over my camp at tree line. So like,
all right, feel free to boycott
God,
me. I'll
I'm
watch
going
it when I
inside.
feel like it.
They're
Bird, I
flying
don't
off.
respond. I don't negotiate with terrorists. I don't respond to threats well.
Okay. They broke my heater. So I have absolutely no way to heat myself tonight because
Oh yeah, her solar panels are gone.
I'm about to cry. This is my home.
Now that's a first. The helicopters flew dangerously low over her camp, blowing her solar panels all over the place. Those panels are her only power supply, crucial for van life, and also pretty expensive. The strong winds from the choppers damaged other objects around the camp too, leaving her with an estimated few $1,000s in damages. But what were those helicopters actually doing? Were they police searching for a criminal or a lost
No,
person?
it's probably
I don't think so.
The
Police
fact that
wouldn't.
the fact that they did it like, oh yeah, we knocked into her. Let's fucking see if she's okay and we didn't kill someone. Like the fact that no one came to check to make sure no one was fucking injured is insane. Epic Soul Machine near me. I'm so freaking tired. Hi. Good night.
Have been this reckless. So who were they? Just normal people having fun, or maybe trying to mess with her. Many viewers suggested she contact the authorities to figure out what was going on. She moved her camp to a safer spot and assessed the damages the next day. The good news is that the solar panels were still working, though at about 50% efficiency. At least she wasn't left powerless in the middle of nowhere. Despite the cost and chaos, she and her dog Pike were safe. But come on, now it's not just wildlife and other people you have to watch out for. Helicopters too. Camping really isn't what it used to be.
Not quite sure.
Hunt Your Way is an outdoor adventurer based in central Ohio who loves sharing his experiences through videos. In this particular story, things took a bad turn. About 6 years ago, he bought a property and poured a lot of work into it, placing his camper there and storing his tools. Everything was fine for the first 3 years, but then he started noticing vehicles driving through his property, something that had never happened before. This prompted him to set up cameras around the area, and not long after, someone came in at night, broke the camper window, busted open the door, ransacked the inside, and stole everything they could. Unfortunately, the culprits were never caught, and the cameras didn't record anything useful. After that, he taped the windows, but then, after some time, something else happened.
On purpose?
So this video footage here, I've actually held on to for quite a while, since last year. We're gonna go ahead and roll this video here. I'm gonna put it in slow motion here so we can talk about it. So as you can see, he's kind of creeping up here to the door.
Oh, that's a
He kind of goes past the door and kind of looks, I'm assuming, to make sure there's no vehicles or anything on down the driveway. Goes up there, gives the old handle a pull. Obviously the door's locked. Then he goes over to where you can see the window I have taped to where it was broke out before. Starts peeling on that tape. That must have evidently took too long, because then next thing you know, he tries to actually pry the window open, which he does get it open enough to put his arm through there. Okay, so by now at this point here, we were smart enough not to leave really anything of any true value in the camper there. So the video, you can see him coming out. I'm gonna slow-mo it as well. You can see.
Sorry, I'm looking at Hermes. I hear him doing things. Okay, it's just his.
He's
sure
running with something coming out the door, and that would actually be an old 10-year-old heater that we had in there, electric heater, that he helped himself to.
The thief was back, but this time he was caught by the cameras going inside. In the next few days, the creator returned to the camper, only to find it open again. And this time, he discovered something that might help him catch whoever was responsible.
All right, hey, we just got back down to the property. Pulled in the driveway here, it's all ice. Got the car stuck. That's gonna be fun, but come down here to do a few things. We'll talk about that here soon, but as you can see, our thief's been back. He pulled up the tape there, and I've already actually went in the camper, and look, he left something this time. Left his knife. So, as soon as I get out of here, I'm gonna go call the sheriff, see if he can come down. I really hope they're gonna fingerprint this knife, because that's all we need to catch this guy. And I believe I know who it is, and I believe he's already in the court system, and he should already have his fingerprints on file. So all they got to do is get a print from that. It'd be pretty simple to match up. So let's hope they go the extra mile for me and get that thing fingerprinted.
Now, I don't think he's the brightest thief out there. How could you not realize that your knife had fallen? The creator was lucky that neither he nor his family was in the camper that night, because seeing the thief's knife makes it clear that he could have been aggressive toward anyone inside. Fortunately, this time the thief didn't get anything valuable, but it really shows how dangerous even remote places can be. Now, if you got here, that means you like what you're seeing, right? So how about hitting that subscribe and like buttons? And if you truly enjoy it, you might as well hype the video and click the bell icon to be notified when I post. Also, take a look at this awesome merch. Maybe you'll like something.
I'm so muted.
In early November 2025, a group of forest workers were driving calmly along a forest road in Japan when, suddenly, a mother bear appeared right in front of them. At first, everyone thought it would be a calm, routine sighting, but what happened next was absolutely intense. Take a look.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit! Not the way, it's moving like crazy! Why is it moving like that?
If you got here, comment the word path.
No. Can we get a playback, please?
If you think being inside a car keeps you completely safe, this video proves otherwise.
Why did it
The bear
run?
was
It runs
determined
up
enough that if they
crazy.
hadn't accelerated away, it could very well have smashed through the window and gotten in.
I
It
know
chased
that's
the
a
car
brown
for
bear.
a while, showing both the raw power of a brown bear and its surprisingly low
God,
fear
why
of
did
humans.
It moved
Across Japan, at
crazy.
least 220 bear-related incidents had been reported as of October.
I know there are actual like they're like actually requesting people to come and hunt bears now in certain parts of Japan because there are so many injuries and deaths now in Japan from bears. Yeah, like the bear is in sport mode, the way it ran up.
October 11th, 2025, surpassing the previous record set in 2023. Authorities even deployed the military to help with trapping and management efforts. So yeah, don't mess with bears. This creator had the idea to start an ASMR channel and thought it would be a good plan to walk a forest trail while recording, capturing only the natural sounds of the woods. Everything was calm at first, exactly what he expected. But then, something happened that completely freaked him out. He came for peaceful forest sounds, not the one that left him terrified. Take a look.
The slow backup. Mood. Finally, some with some sense.
He says he's an avid trail walker and that he's never heard a sound like that while hiking in Michigan. His reaction feels completely real. He hears it, stops to check if something is coming toward him, and then sprints in the opposite direction as fast as he can. He was
Smart.
genuinely terrified.
He paused to assess and then immediately said, fuck this, and got out. Brilliant. Smartest person we've seen, I think, lately. I was eating more of my salted caramel chat, but I have now my emergency chocolate that lives on my desk.
Terrified. The video reached a lot of people, and many had no idea what the sound could have been, although a small number pointed out that it might have been a blue heron. Now, I don't know if that's what it actually was, but if it really was a heron, why did he run? Bad joke, sorry. Collins was hunting in the wooded, burled areas of Dillon State Park when he began hearing strange sounds that
That was
didn't seem
bad.
natural or familiar. Unsure what was making them, he pulled out his camera and started recording. Even after listening closely, the noises are difficult to confidently link to any known animal, which is why the footage has drawn so much attention.
I'm looking for tree burrows that I can reach. The thing bad about tree burrows, if they're still in the tree, usually they're ones that are worth cut.
It's giving released monkey.
I hope I got that on audio, because I don't know what the hell that is.
Okay, for the record, if you are a creator and you are ever filming, if you're not even a creator, if you experience something like this and you release a video like this, do not let the first initial audio be the enhanced one. Just play it and then be like, enhanced so you can hear what I heard. And then you up the audio in case it didn't record right or something like that. Because this already sounds fake because either he or Wilderness Whispers enhanced the audio on the first go around when they should have just let it play at the volume of the rest of the video to see what we picked up and then enhance it. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's a, I don't know if you'll be able to tell, that's a big burl right there, but it's...
Is he ignoring it? Are we playing the Mind My Business game? Is he ignoring it?
At first, the sound almost resembled a monkey, but a short time later, it can be heard again, this time much deeper and more unsettling.
I'm showing my age now. And there it is again. Now I haven't the foggiest clue what the hell be making that noise out here. We don't have wild pigs. We sure shit ain't got no howler monkeys floating around these woods.
Now, Clinton was left absolutely confused, not knowing what he had just heard. He didn't know whether he should run or stay. The sound almost resembled that of a howler monkey, but that's not really possible, considering this was recorded in Ohio. He posted the video and asked people what they thought it could be, and many didn't really have an explanation. Some even started bringing mythical creatures into the discussion, like Bigfoot and other cryptids. Personally, I wouldn't jump straight to Bigfoot. I'm leaning more toward an animal, but which one? I honestly don't know. What I do know is that a sound like that makes the forest feel scary, even in broad daylight, and that's unusual. Let me know what you think it was. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching.
We're gonna try creepy vids,
the
and
Instagram account,
and then I think we're done for the night.
Mal_raised by a teen, is usually a wholesome corner of the internet, run by a girl who shares her love of roller skating and the joy of raising her energetic puppy named Mal. Her videos are normally lighthearted,
Yorkie and a
laughter,
Malinois is
training
crazy.
tips, and sunny afternoons spent
A
gliding along the
Yorkie
streets.
Malinois combo
But this
is
clip
wild.
was nothing like that. She was spending the evening in Alanya, Turkey, a place she often
Fuck off,
skated through
okay.
with her dog trotting cheerfully
Rose
beside her.
stared at me. What the fuck?
It was supposed to be a calm, familiar routine, but everything changed the moment.
I'm so sorry. This is when you use the Malingator. Release the Malingator. I'm so sorry. I get it. This man is harassing you. I hope you let your dog bite him, frankly.
A man approached her. At first, it seemed like casual conversation.
What the fuck? I'm beating the shit out of a man if they raise a hand to Hermes. I'm beating your ass, actually. You will not get far, actually.
Until his behavior shifted. His tone turned aggressive, his body language threatening.
Can you leave? No.
He walked away for a moment,
And she's a
giving the
teenager?
impression the situation was over. But it wasn't. He came back, and it was about to get only worse.
Can you get away? Come on. No, can you leave us alone? Hey.
No.
Hey, don't hit my dog. Don't hit my dog. No, you leave. It's a public place. No.
Hadi.
Can you leave? No. You leave.
The man stepped toward her again, the tension rising in an instant. She was alone, on skates, in a public place, yet no one stepped in.
I don't think she's
Dozens
on
of people
skates.
passed by,
It looks like she's in
glancing
regular
over
shoes.
but saying nothing,
She's in
doing nothing.
sneakers.
I won't go.
Those are sneakers. Are those skates? I can't tell.
No.
Siktir git. Keserim onu ben. Hadi.
No.
Yürü, yürü.
No. I won't go. It's none of your business. Can you leave?
Don't touch
I'm
the
going
dog.
to. Don't touch my dog.
Bana dokunma.
No. Don't pet her.
Dokunma. Ben sana dokunuyor muyum?
No, dokunma her.
Yürü git hadi.
Can you leave?
won't leave.
Sen karışma.
Good.
Bitsin biliyorum karışma.
I won't go.
Çocuk sen suçlu duruma düşersin.
Only after the confrontation had escalated far too much did a father who was playing with his kids finally intervene, breaking the tension long enough for the aggressive man to finally leave.
Exactly.
Without the father's last-minute involvement, it's hard to say how much worse it could have become.
Him petting the
Encounters
dog like it's a
this
normal
are far
conversation.
more common than
Fuck
most people
you.
realize.
God.
Women across the world face harassment, intimidation, and threatening
I think-
behavior
is she
in
not a
everyday public
teenager?
spaces, often in broad daylight, often with witnesses nearby. What's even more alarming is how many bystanders choose to look away, unsure or unwilling to step in until it's almost too late. This video is a stark reminder of the reality many women deal with, that even the simplest, most joyful routines can shift into danger without warning, and that when it happens, the silence of those around them can be just as frightening
Yeah,
as
the amount of people that
confrontation
walk by
itself.
and didn't say
But
anything is
unfortunately,
actually wild.
she is not the only girl experiencing these things. Have a look at this next encounter.
Oh, yeah. It gets worse.
Adventure
There's
Travel
another one.
and Raw Moments is the channel run by Valerie, a traveler known for her upbeat, spontaneous journeys. Normally, her adventures are full of kindness and connection, but on this night, hitchhiking solo through Turkestan toward Aristanbab, the tone shifted into something far less expected. This video documents that journey, a trip meant to be ordinary, yet one that turned into a quiet test of boundaries and instinct.
I'm just a few hundred meters away from the city center in Turkestan, and it's sad to see, but it looks like a different world. The streets are full of potholes, they're scattered everywhere. The contrast is very big, like the huge buildings and the fountains. Yeah, like the same city, right? Bye-bye! So I didn't come very far today, not yet. A friendly man took me with him, even though he didn't have to go this direction. It was a very friendly guy who took me.
Is she
Some kilometers
hitchhiking?
outside of the city center, so it's easier to get another lift here. He was afraid that his wife would be jealous, so I didn't show him on camera. But yeah, here I'm on a proper road, good for hitchhiking.
From the beginning, the contrasts of Turkestan set the scene. Valerie moves between them with her usual optimism, trying to cover distance before dark to reach Aristanbab in time to pitch her tent.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So lucky I met this family. They were so sweet. And they took me like 1 hour from Turkestan to Aristanbab. I wanted to come here because there's a beautiful...
Okay, I'm gonna say something that I think needs to be said, and it's gonna sound non-PC. She is a very pretty... Hermes is barking. Hermes is trying to protect me. She's a very pretty girl. This is wildly dangerous. Even if she's done it many times, this is wildly dangerous. Okay. This is very dangerous. Okay. And I say this as someone that travels alone a lot. You know, I think this is very... She's very lucky she found a family. You know, Hermes, stop. Come here, Bubs. Hermes. 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 Come on, stop. Stop barking at them. Come on. Hey, stop. Come on. Hermes. Stop. Come on. Come up here. Come on. Hermes. Hermes, come here. Hermes, I can hear you. It's like you think I can't see you. Come here. Come on. Hey, come up here. Come here. Come on. jail. Go. Hi, I love you. We're gonna do doggy jail because you're being crazy. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Hermes is in jail again. Hello. Uber. Yeah, you're gonna stay up here. I hear them in the hallway. You're gonna stay up here. I love you. You're gonna stay up here. You're gonna stay up here. Arr, arr, arr. Arr, arr, arr. You gonna bite me? You give me bites? What? I hear them in the hallway, so you're gonna stay up here. What is that? Hi, you're gonna stay up here because I hear them in the hallway and I don't want you screaming at them. Okay. Hi. Yeah, I hear them in the hallway. You're gonna stay up here. We're gonna watch this girl
mausoleum
hitchhike, I guess.
And it's a bit more rural here. It was like dirt road, nothing to see, but yeah, that's Kazakhstan. I love that. So cool. And now
is it Kazakhstan or Kalastan?
I'm looking for a spot to set up my tent.
Is the auto caption wrong?
Somewhere with a good view. I would love to wake up and see the mausoleum in the morning, so I try to go somewhere on the field.
Eventually, she finds a spot with a view of the mosque, racing the dusk to set up her tent without drawing attention. Horses move in the distance, their silhouettes drifting through the last light, and unseen voices carry faintly across the field. It is beautiful but exposed, the kind of place where quiet doesn't necessarily mean alone.
Oh. 2 mosquitoes in here. It is actually soft. The size is just perfect. I'm glad about this tent. Woo, my first night in a tent in Kazakhstan.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think Kalastan is right.
My first night in this tent also. It's very basic, but it brought me here, so it's good. I'm thankful I have it, because tent always means flexibility, and that's what I love. Actually, the driver brought me to a guest house, which is like 200 meters from here, and thought I wanted to sleep there, but then I said, no, actually I have my tent with me, and I said I will just go to the field.
Valerie settles into her tent, the field around her quiet under the fading light. The air carries that first night excitement, the kind that comes with being free to choose your own view of the morning. But what feels calm and promising now will soon shift entirely as the night brings an encounter she never expected.
I had probably slept for 1 hour until I heard a noise. It was the horses coming closer to my tent.
Hello. Oh, horses.
So I opened the door to watch them and welcome them. But then a car approached. There is someone in the car. I hope he doesn't mind me camping here on his ground.
Is it his ground? Is she with the car? I don't think this is the family.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Yeah, that's not the family.
Kata Rahmat. Thank you. Bye. What was that? It was so weird. Okay, so obviously these people are the owner of the field and the horses. So they came to check on them and they saw my tent, and I was already watching the horses. So I went outside to speak with them and ask them if it's okay that I sleep here on their field.
The landowners were curious and luckily very friendly, eager to know who Valerie is and why she has chosen this field for the night. Through translation apps and exchanged smiles, the conversation stretches on, a little awkward, but never hostile. it seems like nothing more than a passing interaction with strangers. Though before long, the night will show that not every visit to her tent would remain so friendly. Because in the middle of the night, around 3 a.m., the car returned. Only this time, the man was alone. His wife no longer with him.
Ah, her face.
Can't believe I just called this man friendly. I'm so disappointed. It's 3 a.m. I heard a noise, someone was saying something. I opened the door of my tent, and then he was there again, like very close. And he was like making a kissing gesture. And I said, what? I was still like, I didn't understand what was going on because I just woke up, and he really tried to go into my tent. And I had to stop him and push him away, and I said, what are you doing? No. I clearly said no. And he wouldn't understand, like he wouldn't want to understand. I was like in such a shock because I didn't get why, like, what was happening, and I kept saying no, and he wanted to still like come inside. Eventually he said, yeah, phone to speak, like Google Translate, and I said, no, leave me alone, no, go.
Yeah, I'm glad
go.
she didn't try and give him her phone.
I think I said this for 2 minutes straight until he finally left. But man, I've never had that before. And yeah, now he went back into his car. I don't know, will he return or not? So it's a bit stupid situation right now. And I mean, so sad, because they were friendly and stuff, but this really destroyed it, unfortunately. And it was the first time I didn't really feel 100% safe. I mean, I was sure that one day I will face these kind of situations, but yeah, it just didn't happen to me yet.
God, that's awful.
Yeah, now I placed my cutlery next to me, just in case. I don't think he will come back, but you never know.
For anyone in Valerie's position, this moment would be deeply unsettling. To be pulled from sleep by movement outside your tent, only to realize it isn't an animal, but a man standing there alone, is the kind of shock that unravels any sense of safety. The stillness of the night makes every sound sharper, every second longer, and the thin fabric between you and the outside world feels far too fragile. It's the kind of situation where fear and disbelief collide, leaving you painfully aware of how vulnerable you really are. In the hours until dawn, she barely sleeps. Every sound becomes sharper, the rubbing of the sleeping. And when morning finally comes, it is quiet, almost serene, as though the night never happened. Days later, editing this footage, Valerie reflects on what she could have done differently.
By the time I edited this video, a few
What?
days had passed since this
I love
incident
you.
had happened.
I love you.
And I had time to think about how the situation came about. Yes, I was in short clothes when I talked to the farmer.
No. Cutting it off right there. This is not a what you were wearing situation. Unfortunately, you happen to be a woman. That is unfortunately what the reality is. This has nothing to do with what you are wearing. If you ever see this. You happen to have been a woman that was alone. It unfortunately happens like that. It had nothing to do with what you were wearing.
And his wife because I was sleeping before. Yes, I shared my social media accounts with them. Yes, I answered their questions honestly, that I was traveling alone and that I'm not married.
I vote lying and saying you're married, actually, at any given time. I'm cool to lie with that, because sometimes that little barometer, That little yes, I am married. Yes, there is the implication that there is a man that is out there that is looking for me. Does unfortunately help. I am down for lying.
And yes, I was super friendly as always. I smiled a lot. But they were a married couple and seemed warm-hearted, even though they should have noticed that it's not the best behavior to interrupt my sleep at 1:30 in the morning for such a long time. And still, I would have never...
I mean, I get your point. I also think you were on their land. Them coming up and checking on their horses in the morning and then seeing your tent, I do think they have a right to be like, hey, who are you? And, you know, we can acknowledge he's a dirtbag. Multiple things can be true.
Never expected him to return without his wife.
She writes down new rules for herself. Clearer boundaries, fewer smiles when something feels wrong, small protective fiction.
Nothing felt wrong, that's the thing. You know, I do think it's important to acknowledge what happened and also, you know, look in and be like, okay, let me assess was there anything I didn't notice right away thinking back. I do think that is safe and responsible to do, is reassess the situation. But unfortunately, things like this, you can't always predict. And it doesn't sound like this was something that she didn't seem worried about them. Even when they pulled up, she was like, a car just kind of pulled up. Like, unless she just wasn't vocalizing. What sound was that? Oh, that was my phone. Okay. You know, like, I think it's responsible to assess, okay, was there anything I could have done differently to avoid a situation like this? But unfortunately, this is a reality of traveling alone as a woman, is you are going to be in situations that are uncomfortable. Clearer boundaries, yes, amazing. Unfortunately, you can't predict every stranger's intentions. You can't always suss that out. And also, I also acknowledge that when you were traveling in a foreign country, self-defense is not always allowed. And, you know, that is something as well. Because my thing is, the moment you try and come into my tent, I don't care if I'm on your land. I'm shoving you down to the ground. No. Absolutely not. But I also acknowledge that being in another country, it doesn't matter what they were doing could make you seem as the aggressor if you're the one that initiates any form of contact. So, learn something from the situation, I guess. Yeah, unfortunately, nothing she could have done in this situation would have helped. I wouldn't have ever hitchhiked alone, but she is not at fault if someone does. And again, this is not someone that hitchhiked with her. This is not the people that she told she was camping alone. They came to check on their horses on their land and saw her and instigated the questions, as they are, I think, in the right to do. She's on their land. And she had no way of knowing that the man was a dirtbag and thought that he could sleep with her. Clearly. Like, that's clearly what happened. She had no way of knowing that. She had no way of knowing that he would be cool to ignore the fact that he was married. She had no way of knowing that.
Like pretending she's not alone. They're changes she doesn't want to make, but ones she knows might protect her courage. The very thing that allows her to travel the way she does. This wasn't the story she wanted to tell, but it became the story she needed to share. By the time she leaves, the field looks calm again, but the memory of the night lingers, a reminder that even the most beautiful journeys can carry shadows. And it leaves a question for you. How would you have reacted, waking to find yourself in her place? Let me know in the comments below. Now with that, we move from one unwanted encounter, where a quiet stop in Sri Lanka turns into something far more uncomfortable. The YouTube channel Alyssa Vanilla is usually...
Let me let Hermes out. Okay, I'm gonna let you out, and you're gonna be nice, and you're not gonna bark at the neighbors, okay? You can go. You're not gonna bark at the neighbors. Be nice. Be nice. What? Okay, we gotta finish this video soon because Hermes is getting antsy.
Usually a bright, comforting corner.
Oh, this is an hour-long video. Chat, we're not finishing this. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Hermes needs a walk. I thought this was like another 25-minute video. Hermes needs a WAOK. Yes, I love you. Okay. This is a, yeah, we're not finishing this. Sorry. Okay. Let me go back to Twitch. Is Destiny live? Okay, Destiny is live. Let's raid Destiny. Every time I've tried to raid her lately, she's not been live. She's been on like sleep mode and like, I'm coming back later. Here we go. Okay. Have fun with Destiny. Be nice. I'll see you guys later. Oh, she's got follower and sub only chat on. I'm so sorry, Destiny. No. Okay. Sorry. Thank you for following. We rating Morgan? Morgan's live. Nope, come on. Okay. All right, have fun with Morgan. Does Morgan have, let's see, raid. Whoever doesn't have sub and, nope. Sorry, Morgan. Okay. Rare Gangster, let's see. Okay, Rare Gangster chat. We're gonna raid Rare. Have fun with, okay, good. Rare, Rare does not have sub or follower only chat on. Have fun, be nice, enjoy. Bye, guys. YouTube, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow, all right? Bye.